Welcome to mashharder.com, the home of esports tournaments, matchups, and player stats all in one place. In this walkthrough, we're kicking things off with the tournament page, showing you exactly how to navigate through each tab and get the most out of the platform. First up, the Overview tab. This is your go-to spot for everything you need to know about a tournament at a glance. The Overview tab gives you a complete snapshot of the entire tournament, who's playing, what's happening, and how far the event has progressed. At the top left, you'll find the tournament name along with the start date, prize pool, and number of participants. Right beside it, on the top right, you'll see the completion rate displayed as a percentage, showing how far the event has moved from the early rounds all the way to the finals. And right below that, there's the top 3 predictions section, a brand new feature that'll be explained in detail soon. Scroll down and you'll find the tournament details and participants list, giving you a quick look at everyone taking part. Next, we've got the Bracket tab, where the real action unfolds. The bracket view gives fans, players, and organizers a clear look at the tournament structure, current standings, and who's qualified for the next round, all updated live as matches are completed. In short, this is where you come to see who's climbing to the top and how the story of the tournament unfolds, one win at a time. Moving on to the Matches tab, this section breaks down every matchup round by round, from the opening games all the way to the grand finals. You can easily check who played who, the results, and who advanced to the next stage. Gameplay replays will also be made available here, so if you missed any matches, you can catch up and watch the highlights later. Everything updates automatically, so you're always seeing the latest results and scores. Finally, let's check out the Standings tab. This section ranks all participants based on their performance, showing their wins, losses, and total points earned throughout the tournament. Whether it's a solo competition or a team-based event, this tab gives you a quick look at who's leading the pack and who's still fighting their way up the rankings. It's simple, clean, and the perfect place to track overall progress at a glance. Welcome to the Predictions tab, where you can put your esports knowledge to the test. There's 2 types of predictions you can make: top 3 predictions of who's going to get the farthest, and single predictions for who you think will win a specific match. You can find top 3 predictions in the Overview tab. Here you'll be able to choose which players or team is going to take the top 3 spots. Single predictions can be found in the Matches tab, where you can select winners for specific rounds. Back to the Predictions tab, the first thing you see is the leaderboard, which ranks everyone who's made predictions based on their points total. On this board, you can track each user's performance, seeing their specific top 3 picks, the number of top 3 spots they got correct, and their overall PW, predictions played to 1 ratio. Your ranking is determined by the point system. Correctly predicting the winner of a single match earns you +1 point. Correctly choosing the top 3 in any order earns +5 points, and correctly choosing the top 3 in the exact order earns a massive +10 points. The tab is fully interactive, allowing you to click on the P/W number to see a detailed list of every match prediction the user made, and clicking on the total points reveals a full points breakdown, summarizing how they earned their score. This tab is your home base for competition and score tracking, allowing you to track your rivals and polish your pick. Welcome to the Predictions tab, where you can put your esports knowledge to the test. There's 2 types of predictions you can make: top 3 predictions of who's going to get the farthest, and single predictions for who you think will win a specific match. You can find top 3 predictions in the Overview tab. Here you'll be able to choose which players or team is going to take the top 3 spots. Single predictions can be found in the Matches tab, where you can select winners for specific rounds. Back to the Predictions tab, the first thing you see is the leaderboard, which ranks everyone who's made predictions based on their points total. On this board, you can track each user's performance, seeing their specific
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to day 4 of the African Giants, the final of the Mashada series. And of course, it's Black Mata with knockout today, but Kijo. Hello Kijo. How you doing?
I'm so offended. You know what? If you prefer Cal, I'll just leave. We'll go get him. It's fine.
Nah, come on. No harm done. Nothing personal here. But then we have done the introductions. No time wasted. We get straight into the hard point. The first of the best of 5 series is PDX versus Eclipse, and it's going to be hard point on combine. We have seen this map in day 2 and day 3, but so far we can see the brackets here. We can see PDX actually winning out on against Nemesis and going to that round 2 to face Eclipse, of which they defeated Axiom on their end. And on the bottom part, I'm just gonna let you handle that, Kijo.
Well, we had Sierra 7 battle it out with XN9, and Sierra 7 proving to uphold their name of the best Nigerian team as they go up against Ace Gamers tonight. Ace Gamers managed to knock out Aura 233 quite easily, if I do say so myself. So let's see what they bring to the table tonight for game two. But coming back to game one, Paradox versus Eclipse, we're going to start things off on Combine in Hardpoint. So this is going to be absolutely insane. Such an amazing comp map.
Yeah, honestly, because we have seen combined before, we have seen S&D and Tunisia, and of course, we have seen Control already. It's the classic. Everyone knows that. I kind of like it that that second hard point is not on Hacienda. They actually chose Slums, which is, by the way, Jerry's home, and that's actually the S&D again on Coastal. Well, not something you get to see all the time for an S&D, but then hardpoint on combine is the first map we're gonna see for the best of 5. By the way, guys, for this game, you can drop your predictions on the Mashhada GG website, on the Mashhada website rather. On the stream's description, you're gonna see a link there. So you click it and you get straight to it. You make your predictions, and if you can get your predictions right up onto the final day of the African Giant, the top 3 will get a reward. And we're gonna just come and drop our predictions here as casters. Kijo, PDX versus Eclipse, both teams that have passed the round 1 in a clean 3-0 sweep. What do you think? Who do you think is going to come out on top for this one?
Well, not to pick any favorites, but Paradox have been pretty strong in their gameplay so far. They're absolutely wiping out the competition. They left Nemesis in a 250 to 7 the other night. They left them with one digit in the OBJ. So they're definitely strong competitors. I'm not saying Eclipse is going to go down easy, but I have to make a decision. I'm not like Cal. I'm not going to be political about it. I'll say I'm backing Paradox tonight.
Yeah. I want a back paradox too, man, because we saw how they touched them, RKN, man. It wasn't even funny. I mean, I know RKN. You've got some affiliation there, but then honestly, the touching was real, and they had points. And I want to come on and see that. That's exactly what we want to see. We want to see, domination from this team, something that really gives us, a run for our money as casters. We run for our voice in this case, because we're definitely going to be shouting all those players with the number of bombs they're going to be getting, and of course the gunfights and the rotations when it comes to those captures and the hard point time. These are the things that are going to matter. But I'm pretty sure that Eclipse have done their homework when it comes to PDX, and hopefully we don't get to see a 257 again, because that's going to just be PDX bullying the rounds at this point. But then they are an African Giant. Eclipse is too, and hopefully we want to come and see why they are the African Giants and why they made it past that round 1.
Definitely. I mean, both these teams are fighting to make a name for themselves. So hopefully Eclipse can give Paradox a little bit of a run for their money. Maybe 250 to 8, we'll give them high hopes. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, I'm hoping that maybe they'll come through with the SND, but Paradox are definitely strong with their respawns, if not anything else. So we're definitely going to look
Yeah,
forward to that.
by the way, guys, I was actually discussing with production before we started, and production actually said that PDX can actually take it. That's a prediction from production. That PDX, which, by the way, he is number 1 on the martial art side. So if you're not actually be dropping your predictions on the site, I don't know, man. You gotta go man and drop your predictions on the site so that we can bring that guy down from where he is right now. Unless you don't want to take a cut of that $100 prize for the top 3 voters, go to the stream link in the pinned chat there. Once you click the chat for the stream, you see it on the description. You click on it to make your predictions. PDX or Eclipse, who do you think is going to win the best of 5? And then we're going to have to play the game and see how the thing turns out. But then anything to bring Jerry down from where he is right now. But so far, so good. We have seen PDX do well. We have seen Eclipse do well. That's past the round 1. Now round 2, things are getting tougher. Of course, the more the teams proceed to that end point, the more tougher teams they encounter, and the more strats and skills and these things are gonna stand out. These things are gonna matter. But I'm pretty sure that Eclipse are not gonna let themselves get touched with RK and but let's not get straight. That's a story for another day. I don't want to digress too much into that. But then that's going to be hard point on Combine now finally starting out as we see the scenery on Combine here. So far, we have waited for this moment. Eclipse have, PDX have, as we will get straight into the hard point. Now we're gonna go straight up P1. Of course, everything is gonna start. The smoke bomb comes out, but so far we are seeing PDX. It looks like they're gonna get their first. The man will man that P1, as then it's gonna be owned by no one so far. Okay, Eclipse will say, if you won't take it, I will. PDX now losing that hold there, getting back the hold again, losing the hold, and man, what is going on? They're just keeping themselves out of that P1. PJ.
Absolutely, and we can see the Rocks, aka Mike Tyson, coming out in full force, and none of these teams are prioritizing the OBJ at this point. P1 definitely not a money kill, more to get map control, figure out your spawns here for P2, and it seems that both these teams are using that same strategy right before Paradox are coming into play here to bring up the OBJ time. EU are holding down that point single-handedly, and Paradox making quick work of the kill feed, looking all yellow. Is Durox even using a gun at this point? He's just running around his map with his boxing gloves, sitting in point. He's just doing his thing before we go on to rotate now into P2 and we head into scrap time.
Yep, scrap time is gonna be owned by no one now. That's gonna be 1. Make that 4. And we'll pick up with a VMP. Dealing some damage. Charisma, the man you are. 5. And into it. At that P2 will be the man you will be styling so far. Now PDX are 21-31. They are touching Eclipse like they touched RKN. And Eclipse will have nothing to say to it and save for themselves. Now that's 2. Picked up only 2. 7 can onto that. Maybe 1, but not able to pick up anyone. Now 45 points. It's gonna be the hill time on the P2. It's gonna get more points for PDX. Now Darox, the Mike Tyson you are still on that clause, but we'll get shut down in his tracks. 97 can picks up a 2-piece there. That's the PMP now on Vexano. Now Coco falls. 56. Wow, the Sparrow from Spebble can fights to make that 3 for the man as he will start. PDX 64-1 is your scoreboard. Eclipse have nothing to say.
Nothing to say indeed. They have 1 second on the OBJ and Paradox closing in on 100. Absolutely insane. I think that 2 seconds, make that 3 seconds, they're getting use of that scrap time. That little scrap time that they're getting is almost like petty change that PDX is leaving behind, and they're being absolutely useless. The use of the operators and everything so early on in the game really shows that Eclipse are not prepared for tonight at all. They're trying to fight back here as we're rotating now for T3, but Vector dropping there with the 2-piece from 710. Sparrow is out now, but Coco only manages to find 1 as he's holding down the OBJ here, trying to get Eclipse back on the board. Eclipse struggling to break in, but Paradox break in like no one's home, bust down the doors and everything, and now they're in point. Point is contested. Paradox are going to hold it down as they close in on that 100 point mark.
That's gonna be 8 steps for them here. That's gonna be the hill time now. 20 seconds left. They're gonna try more to get past that 100 point mark. But 99 will be the number. PDX now taking back scrap time by Eclipse. Looks like they wanna keep them away as much as they can. Vexiano will find 1. Make that 3. With the VMP will fall. Charisma falls. That's 4. Vexiano. Eclipse. They make sure that they keep Paradox away from that 100 for that 100. Will not be denied to Paradox as they get past it now. They must Charisma find 1. Darox find another Nota still with the gloves. Mike Tyson, you are. Charisma 710 finds another 102.27. This was scoreboard. Now, heel time again. We'll go back. Charisma sees the man, takes them out, stop them in the tracks. The next one is get to walk in. That's going to be a two. Is found out now. Mike Tyson, Darroch still with that gloves. 112.27. And the heel time still by 10. Charisma now with the 10 points. Brings up point one. Coco falls. That's going to be 710. And Charisma falling as well. Stopped in that tracks. The equalizer comes out from Darroch. Leaving behind the gloves and thinking the two-piece with the equalizer. The man will say, if my hands can't do it, by God's will. Darroch finds another. Make that 3. Coco falls. Darroch will get shut down by Vector. Vector finds another. And 126.31 will be a score.
Eclipse are definitely fighting back here. We can see them dominating the kill feed, but not until 7ken puts them down. He sends Dad away to get the most. Eclipse still climbing over here, 34 points in the OBJ, and Paradox increasing their 100-second lead that they have on them as they finish up on P4. We're going to rotate back to P1 here for the first time, and Eclipse are very much struggling at this point in time. They're going to have to rotate, gain some map control, and do whatever you can to fight off Paradox with the amount of control that they have on the board. 7ken coming in with another 2-piece, make that a 3-piece. This man is just going for the specials at this point in time. 4-piece from him as well. Charisma dropping 2, and Eclipse are barely holding on right now.
Yep. Then that's going to be now the bread fighting. Nobody there. Will be a wasted break now. 164, 160.34 is going to be a scoreboard. That heel time contested by Code, but owned by PDX now. That's going to be one. Charisma fights with the PMP, and then with Tempest now brings out the operator skills to try to get one number from PDX. The heel time owned by them going to be shut down there before he can do anything with that Tempest. 7ken still with that shield break. Finds one, make that 2. That will get for them. XM4 will be the weapon of choice now. Mantra comes out with a death machine, picks up a 2-piece, make that 3 as he will get for PDX to get 4. Fury kill, make that 5. Frenzy kill, the man's looking for more, but he will get shut down by Valeria, and that's gonna be PDX now. Getting closer to that 180-point mark. 36 before it plays. The whole time won by not 2-piece spread. Mantra finds that, and Ken and 7ken move for. Coco finds him. Coco get traded out. Darroch mix of 4s. That's gonna be time. Picking up 182. PDX, they're trying to get to that 200, and BMP will be the weapon of choice. That Vienno picks up a 2-piece there. Make that 3 unofficial onto Mantra. That's gonna be Coco now. Look at the spiral of the skills. Coco will fall. Darroch falls as well. That's gonna be Vienno picking another. The deck machine, the XM4 and Vector finds another. And PDX almost on the 200-point mark, and nothing to say from Eclipse as he picks up a 2-piece with a war machine. Now 7ken, Drone will find him. That's another. The XM4. Darroch now still with the gloves. Pick the Vector back. Tyson, you are. Coco with the XM4. Thinks a 2-piece, a your other. And that's almost PDX out on the 200-point mark, and scrap time is still owned by them.
It doesn't seem like Paradox is showing Eclipse any mercy right now, heading off into scrap time, and Paradox are already above the 200-point mark, taking no mercy here from Eclipse. Eclipse only on 55. A lot of game time needed here in order for them to catch up, if they can at this point. They already have spawns for P3, but EU are trying to break in now before Coco stops him in his tracks. Monster trying to push in from the side, takes down one. Darroch still with his boxing gloves in play, fighting his way into point, but 7ken pushing straight into their spawn with his Sparrow before he gets taken down. Darroch fighting his way here right now. He doesn't manage to make that first shot hit, but he gets a 2-piece, a 3-piece with his boxing glove. Someone please check if he brought a gun to this match, because he's absolutely dominating here. Gonna nickname him Mike Tyson. 7ken now holding down the point. Less than 20 seconds needed for Paradox on OBJ time if they can hold this down without letting Eclipse contest it. Darroch finally with some equalizers in his hand as he pushes straight into spawn, hoping to catch Eclipse off guard before he drops to Vector. And Eclipse are definitely not going to let Paradox win on P3. We're going to have to rotate onto P4, where Paradox will hope to finish the game.
Hope to finish the game. That's going to be 72-40 now. So far, so good now. Hill time's going to be set. So Coco almost picking up a 2-piece onto him, but Eeyore will fall, and Coco gets traded up now. 240-270. And Eclipse doesn't have that much time. That hill is owned by PDX. Can't be the end of the hard point. But Eclipse now playing catch up. Not a good time for them, and not a good place to be, as that lead will be more than 150 here. Now the death machine comes at Darroch, still picks up the Valerio there with a boxing gloves. And somebody needs to check check that guide cross because that might be PDX securing the win in the hard point. They touched RKN in the first hard point in round 1. They touched Eclipse in the first hard point in round 2. Who is going to be the next opponent in the round 3 if they do win out the best of 5? That's going to be the hard point on combined. The scores 250-76. And my God, PDX have been absolutely a menace in every hard point they encounter in the African Giant so far, Kijo.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect Eclipse to do that well. I am very proud of them, but Paradox still managed to keep them under 100. That is the definition of getting touched. At least it wasn't below 10, RIP to Nemesis. But yeah, Eclipse definitely did not go down without a fight. They were dominating there for a second. We can see Valerio and Vector were definitely, trying to hold on the points, trying to keep Paradox off, but Paradox is a force to be reckoned with. Maybe things will be a bit different going into the S&D, but things are not looking good for Eclipse right now.
Yep, not looking good, but at least, man, they did put up a better show. Shows that they actually learned from their lesson there. That's gonna be Valerian. I picked up a 2-piece with the Toxic Blooms, make that 3. But then the replays here from the first hard point we just streamed and casted so far. You can see the players of Paradox absolutely pulling their weight here with the stats now produced and of course presented to us by real-time production. Valerio on the maximum impact here for the side of ECL, 115, 33 bomb on him, and 26 on DAD, of course, 84 impact. And the other side, Eeyore having 196 impact with 40 bomb and 7 Ken. Mantra as well, the only person coming close to Eeyore with 36 bomb on his hand.
Definitely, and we can see the bottom fraggers from both teams not doing too bad. We can see Durox definitely had the most time in points with 25 kills, and I'm pretty sure 20 of them were with his boxing gloves. I'm not sure if that man used a gun the entire game other than his equalizers, but definitely an OBJ princess that Paradox needed with almost 2 minutes in the point. So well played to both those teams.
Yeah, by the way, guys, if you did actually predicted drop your predictions on the Mashada GDM Mashada website, well, you are 1 game correct right now, and 2 more games you've actually won today's predictions and getting closer to that reward. But then honestly, I think we all saw this coming. At least half the numbers of everyone here. We did, even the casters ourselves, we did say PDX had a better chance and stood a better chance. But then we can't actually write out a clip so far. They did win out, with a clean slate on the round 1. So definitely these are guys that actually worked hard to get to this point, and the fact that they actually did better than RKN, it showed that they actually did their homework to a degree, and to a degree they still tried to contest, even though they never actually caught up. They never actually took the lead at any point in time. Our PDX was always in the lead and always having that gap there. But then ECL said, okay, look, we might not be able to get to you. We might not be able to beat you guys in the hard points, but at least we can show that we did our homework to a degree, and we're going to tough things out in that S&D for that second game up and potentially force out that map 4, which is what you want to come on and see if you're an ECL fan. You want to see that map 4 and potentially that map 5, but then that's going to start with the S&D and how well they perform.
Well, they're gonna try and turn things around on S&D Tunisia first, and if they do manage to push a map 4, they're definitely gonna have to work on their map control because Combine was just messy. I know PDX do have a lot more experience in terms of playing Combine, but you cannot underestimate your opponents whatsoever. Paradox never knows. Maybe Eclipse will come from behind and just completely obliterate them in the next hard point if they get there. Fingers crossed. But yeah, we'll
Yep,
just have
fingers
to
crossed
wait
indeed.
and see.
Yeah. Time will tell as we get straight into the S&D on Tunisia now. That's one thing. Let me just say something, guys. See, if you are playing Tunisia, try and risk it and go for that wall bank. I have seen players actually win out an early wall bank here, and if you're actually confident enough and you know what you're doing, you can actually go for an early wall bank in Tunisia and you can actually make it work. But then that's gonna depend on skill, and also obviously you have to actually know when the right time to actually do that. But then checking your corners is gonna be another thing that will be very important here. Now, of course, that's gonna be the Tundra now. 7-10 missing that shot out now. 5v5 numbers are still tied, and the bomb now tasked with Darosk. with Darox rather. No time to be using gloves yet. Charisma there with the HSO. Finds one, Coco falls. Now it's 5v4 now. EO falls, Darox falls. That's another mantra fall in Eclipse. They want to take the S&D first round and start off well. But that's a 3v2 now as Eclipse will have the numbers advantage.
3v2 with Eclipse in the advantage. Absolutely insane scenario to be in, considering the hardpoint game we just saw. But Charisma just quickly equalizing those numbers, dropping Valerio in his spawn. 7ken now going to try and push up on the last two ECL players remaining. Charisma through the smoke manages to find one. 7ken drops time, and time manages to clutch it as Eclipse win the first round and completely turn the tables here, putting Paradox in their place.
Yeah, putting them in their place as time would clutch it on time, and that's going to be one round now taken by Eclipse. A great start if you're an ECL fan. That's exactly what you want to see. You want to make sure you do well in the S&D and potentially force out that map 4 so you can contest for the win in the round 2 of the African Giants. Then that's going to be one member for Valeria Wolf. Oh, Darox with the VMP finds 2, and that's PDX response. That round 1 loss now. That's going to be 5v4. No time wasted. Darox gets that plant in. Now we see our task with the defuse, but no members as Charisma will find one. TNT with the HSO. Darox straight out. Vector finds him. That's going to be 4v2 now. Now it's advantage to PDX. They will try to take one round for themselves. That Charisma falling time might be able to clutch it this time, as that will be the VIP. Now weapon of choice was it one. Mike Tyson, as will not be Darox there. Mantra will fall. And PDX now they find a way around it, as that's going to be time. The last man standing. A big question is the man that takes one out, but no, the trade finds him as PDX will finally take back that round lost.
Paradox managed to equalize the rounds very quickly there. It's almost like they didn't appreciate the disrespect coming from Eclipse. Like, how dare you take the first round in this SND? And they retaliated very quickly. We can see Paradox are starting off the first few rounds by planting. They're going to be attacking. And Eclipse just take my advice, play it passive, let them come to you, let them push, let the rocks pitch up with his boxing gloves, and then just shoot him on site. That is all I can say. And as I say that, Coco did not listen to my advice. The rocks didn't have his gloves out either, as he takes him down. We're pushing into mid here as Darox tries to find another, but Eur gets the kill instead. Dad peeking behind the corner here, and all the Paradox players pushing onto A side, where Dad is going to pick them off from mid here, gets 2, taking down Eur and Darox, the first 2 that were pushed onto A, and now it's a 2v2 bomb is being planted on A side here. Just Dad left here with his teammate to clutch against Charisma and 7ken.
Yep. But then now that 2v2 now. And Charisma and 7ken will be that's a sniper there on Dad for Eclipse. And of course, 7ken finds one. Dad falls. And that's one member left now. Valerio now with the Tundra left to clutch 7ken and Charisma. Man, you gotta wait it out. Okay. Keeping the distance now. And that A-bomb, the bomb has been planted here, and they have to go for that defuse. Maybe waiting for Valeria since the man now misses the torch and burn, as 7ken will finally get it right and take that round for PDX. And that's 2-1, round 4. Here we go.
Going into round 4 now, and 7ken finally redeemed himself, and hopefully Eclipse have learned from their mistakes. Mantra now is the designated bomb carrier for his team, and it seems that Paradox is going for a B push. Concussions are thrown, nades are thrown, as Mantra was the first to fall, and now Charisma fighting back to avenge his fallen teammate here. Eclipse playing it very close to their spawn side, as Charisma pushing in so fearlessly with his shotgun, and he is not wasting any time. No hesitance on this man, dropping time as well in mid. Just let him plant the bomb. He's covering his teammate 7ken, who had to retrieve the bomb. Dad falling as well to the rocks. Valerio dropping as well to Eur. And now Vector, the last man standing, the dreadful word that no one wants to hear, as 7ken just ends his misery. 3-1 in favor of Paradox.
Man, they were really quick to take things out and really drown them in despair there. I mean, we did see ECL taking out the first game, and we're like, all right, look, that's good. We're starting out nice. We did lose the hard points. We never caught up. And us actually taking one round of S&D here against Paradox would actually be a good thing. But then now we get to see PDX taking 3 back-to-back rounds for them as revenge for actually thinking or getting ahead of themselves there. That's going to be the flashbang. But then Valerio now, don't drag. Charisma still with IHSO. Finds one or two. Go, and that falls. That's going to be the plan now. Get it in with PDX. That's going to be another one. And the entire Eclipse is gone as PDX will take 4 back-to-back rounds. And man, Kiju, I'm not seeing it anymore. I'm not seeing it anymore.
I I honestly had faith. I had so much faith, but maybe I accidentally cursed it, and now the entire Eclipse team are going to nuke me as soon as they find me in ranked for opening my mouth and giving them any hope. Last round here for Paradox to be planting, and then all the pressure is going to be on Eclipse. As I say that, it seems like Paradox is pushing right up into Eclipse's spawn, while Seven can plant the bomb on B side, seems to be their trusted side, as Durox, the first to fall in this entire round by Vector. Absolute important kill over here, as Eclipse are now going to rotate hopefully through their spawn, where they're going to meet a lot of the Paradox members, just chilling on the floor, just relaxing, watching the bomb, and Eclipse are going to have to strategize their way through. Seven Ken trying to snipe them as they come from spawn, finds one, finds two, as he drops here to Vector, who's pushing his way through onto the bomb now, 3v3, and they still have to defuse.
It's not a diffuse. Indeed, that's going to be Valerio now picking out and Vector falls. Massive pistol from Charisma will claim 2. As that's going to be PDX taking 5 back-to-back rounds. And Eclipse still haven't found their footing ever since round 1. Man, if you're Eclipse, this is the time where you start to say, okay, look, we have lost S&D, and now we're gonna push for control and potentially force out that map 5, because now that's the only hope for them right now. Because PDX, with the way they've been playing, with the way they've held on to the S&D, it doesn't look like they're gonna let Eclipse take any round for them. But then fingers crossed, that's gonna be the round. The bomb now being planted. Valerio will fall. No, a great start now. Trade comes through. The AD will fall as well. Darox finds another with the VMP weapon of choice. The bomb still hasn't been planted, and Eclipse doesn't want to go for that objective just yet, even though they have picked the bomb up so far. Then PDX now numbers advantage. Now it's a 5v3, and if you're Eclipse, now's the time to start panicking.
Definitely panicking indeed. A 3v5, and the entire Paradox team is still alive. At least Eclipse have the bomb in hand, but there is a Paradox member waiting on every corner as Coco is about to find out, doesn't manage to get away in time, and Durox coming in with the back shots as the bomb has fallen. Vector and Time, the only two here left from Eclipse, and that is something that this team does not have a lot of. They do not have a lot of time, less than 1 minute left on the clock. They need to pick up bomb. They need to take out the entire Paradox team and stop them in their tracks, if that's even possible at this point. And it doesn't seem like Paradox are stressing one bit. They're going to camp that bomb side out. Valerio and Time moving together, hoping to get some trades in here. They dropped first, 1-7 Ken being the first to drop. And now we can see them playing this very close to their heart. All 4 members that are currently alive are going to hold that bomb side. Charisma dropping Vector and Time in one foul swoop. And at this point in time, this is when Cal will say, put the fries in the bag. Because there's
Yep.
no hope here for Eclipse.
Yeah, the only hope right now is to force out that map 5. And with the way PDX have been playing, I don't know, Coco. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see that happening, Kijo. I don't see it happening. But then, hey, Eclipse, you did surprise me by taking 1 round in the S&D before Paradox could. So hey, you started that well. Now's the time to finish what you started. But that will pick up now Mantra with the Tundra. That's 1 down. And this here will respond. But so far, PDX now doing more. As Charisma picks up another 2 pins with a VIP. Charisma solos that again. Charisma falls, Darox falls, 2 members down. That's a 2 pins by Vector with the XM4. ECL are not done. As numbers will be the advantage now. 2v1 was 7 Ken. Last man standing is going to have to make that clutch and get PDX that 7th round to close things off in the XND. But Eclipse might have to say for that. Coco and Vector, last 2 men left. Check the corners. That's going to be Coco. Since the man and touch and burn will walk out. Since 2. But Vector will stop him and say no. We deserve another round as we will extend the S&D by 1 more round. Round 9 Here we go.
Round 9 and Eclipse are still in this to win this, hopefully trying to turn things around over here. 6-2 in the favor of Paradox, and we can see that Coco, being very much like Jared would in this S&D situation, sitting on 0 kills in this ninth round of the game. So someone please check up on him, maybe give him Derox's boxing gloves, and he'll be able to do something about it. Over 1.5 minutes left on the clock right now, and it doesn't seem like Eclipse picked up the bomb, if I'm not mistaken. They've just left it in spawn. They're playing it very close to their spawn. Everyone's kind of spread out, but they do not want Paradox to be able to win the round this easy. Is this a new tactic that I haven't heard of? Why, someone pick up the bomb. Give me the bomb. I'll do it. Let me go plant.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna ask. But then when we shifting to Coco and Mantra, it seems like both of them actually during the contest, whoever gets the first kill is gay. Whoever got one kill is gay because now 0 kills on both sides. I don't know what's going on, but then 710 will enlighten me as he will pick up Vector there. Now so far now, numbers down, numbers in favor of Freddy X. Our system man takes him out. The Coco gets the first shot, and that's Charisma falling now. Numbers are tied 4v4, and the bomb has not been picked up. It's full on TDM at this point as PDX and Eclipse will tie things out now. PDX on match point, Eclipse trying to hold things off and salvage what's left of the S&D. The big question is, can they? The big question for PDX is, can they prevent that, as they will have numbers tied out here?
Well, at least we can see Coco has finally joined the SND in the ninth round and has left Mantra behind still to open up his donut shop and supply the casters for the rest of the tournament. 4v4 here, numbers are quite even. Eclipse still has to plant, oh sorry, they have planted the bomb on B side where Paradox are very dominant, but Time taking down Durox, Dad dropping Mantra, Time dropping Eeyore as well, and now Seven can stuck to clutch in this situation as well. He's going to tickle Time's feet. Shots didn't manage to connect their machine pistol out, but he did not manage to confirm that kill. Less than 20 seconds left on the clock here, and Seven can in a very sticky situation, hoping to bring the SND home. He does not manage to do that. Valerio puts him in his place and says, Eclipse are still in this to win this. They are not going down that easy.
Yep, definitely not going down that easy, but I just hope that this is not the start of another overtime. I really hope that's not the case because we did see yesterday, okay, I can't say yesterday with Carl, and we saw overtime at least 3 to 4 times. I do hope this is not the start of the overtime again, but then so far that's going to be 5v5 now. Darox will for time, make that 5v4, and Eclipse Gaming are trying to keep it steady and make sure they extend the S&D to get to a point where they can contest and potentially win things out, win that this second map and force out that map 4 because Lord knows they do need that map 4. Now 5v4, the bomb has not been planted by Coco, but then the bomb here 5v4, the numbers are not tied. PDX, they don't have the numbers advantage, but then they're keeping it closer. You can see all the players start towards that A side, and slowly Eclipse players are gravitating toward that B side. I can see one player here from PDX towards that A side as well, going to that 8 side. The nades will come through, but no one picked up. Now sees the man, but the gunfight comes through. Vector will fall. Eeyore wins it out, and that's another falling out. Numbers are tied for both teams.
Numbers tied indeed. Smoke is thrown. Vision is completely blocked as Coco not managing to get that many kills, but is definitely going to plant the bomb as Time covers him, taking down Mantra. Valerio taking down Charisma and Eeyore with the same mag as Coco drops 710. And what is happening to Paradox right now? It's almost like they want to push an overtime scenario. They are aware that they don't get extra brownie points if we go into overtime. They're just going to make the casters mad. And that is not the side of us that you want to be on at this point in time. Eclipse now 4 rounds, last 3 rounds back to back, while Paradox got 6, and Eclipse are still on the attacking side. They're still playing it very close to their chest, and Paradox, it's almost like they're playing around, like it's a day at the beach. They're just not pushing. They're playing it very passively.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to push for that overtime at this point. I think that's what we're going to come out and see here because PDX Eclipse actually winning 3 back-to-back rounds against PDX, the same PDX that have been trashing them since the hard point started. Well, that's something you're gonna come out and question here. But then PDX, I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Perhaps they want to build up that adrenaline here. But then now numbers are still tied here. You can tell they're taking things slow now. Valerio with that bomb hasn't planted it yet though. But the bomb here, and that's going to be numbers still tied. And they're really taking this round slow, Kijo.
They're definitely taking it slow. respectful and wasting each other's time in a sense, you know. But I mean, Eclipse does have time on their side, pun intended. Less than 1 minute left on the clock right now. Valerio holding on to that bomb for dear life. Someone please make sure he plants it and then just protect the guy because Paradox are going to be right around the corner. It doesn't seem like they've chosen which side they want to plant, but they're moving together as a team, and that is a dangerous situation. One grenade and that entire team is wiped out. They will be massacred. They've spread out now, and it seems like they're going for a B push as Durox drops the first body here, just taking down Vector, takes down Coco as well. Valerio with the revenge on his teammate, dropping Durox, and the gunfire has absolutely gone insane. Sevenkin dropping time, dropping Valerio by Charisma, who ends the game off, thank God, with an amazing two-piece. 7-4 here in favor of Paradox.
Yeah. By the way, throughout that entire 11 round game and the entirety of S&D, Mantra didn't exactly get any kill. Mantra got zero. And shout out to Mantra, by the way. Shout out to Mantra. The man actually made sure that somehow he beat Coco in the competition to who gets 0 kills. And yeah, by the way, PDX was saying we don't want that overtime. We're gonna get straight into the next map. We don't want to strike out the caster. So thank you, PDX, for understanding the caster's plight. And SND, of course, will end in favor of PDX here. Hardpoint and combine as well. And we can see the highlights here. I mean, both teams. Eclipse really did fight. I mean, they put up more of a fight here than they did in the hard point. I dare say Charisma taking out one, the wallbang coming through for him there, the HSO from Charisma also picking up some. But then Eclipse mean 3 back-to-back round, taking the first round as well. You can tell they really wanted that SND to go in their favor so they can potentially force out that map 4. But that was not what PDX had in mind. Neither was them having an overtime, something they had in mind either, as they took the SND. And now we get straight into control on raid, which is the classic, and I'm pretty sure PDX are just gonna end things off here, Kiju.
Well, if you're voting for PDX, you want things to end off here. You do not want Eclipse to get a single map win and force that map 4. But of course, if you're siding with Eclipse, you want the total opposite. You're waiting for the reverse sweep. You're waiting for a miracle at this point in time, which I'm sure that's the same thing Mantra was waiting for before he realized that he had to end that game off on 0 kills. At this point, he should just join Jared in the spectator box because what did he do in that game? He was just spectating for all 11 rounds. Unlike Vector, though, Vector and Time both dropping 10 kills here and still pulling a loss for Eclipse. That has to be absolutely devastating.
Yeah, shout out to Mantra though. The man actually left the game before they could actually display the results. So the man doesn't want everyone to see it in bold. So shout out to the guy. But then Charisma, of course, with the maximum impact, 194, 19 kills, 134 on Vector, 10 kills as well on Time. And well, you can tell that ECL really pulled their weight, especially with Vector and Time. Time clutching that 1v2 there, and also Vector doing his own, getting that MVP with the maximum impact. And of course, Valerio doing what he can. But well, that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. They needed more to take PDX down in the S&D. And now we want to control where you know how it is. It's a mixture of hard points and the S&D. And ACL is definitely going to have to do more than they did in the hard points. I mean, we did see them do more in the S&D. We saw them do way less than they did in the S&D in the hard points. And now we get into the control where if you want to force out that map 5, you have to do way more this time around. We saw them take 3 back-to-back rounds, take the first round in the S&D. It shows like, yeah, we still want to win this. We're still in this to win this. But then PDX said, I know you are, but I'm still going to take the win either ways because I'm really close. You're still far off. We have those round cushions and all that. But then we move on to control here where we know that very well. This is where ECL has to try the hardest that they've ever tried, unless that's going to be them getting relegated down. And so far, it's not been an easy round for them. It hasn't been an easy best of 5, but let's see how the control turns out. Hopefully, this is a start of something new for ECL.
Hopefully, this is where they are looking to turn the tables. This is where the reverse sweep begins, or possibly where game 1 ends for tonight. On that note, we're going to go straight into Control, a classic map over here where Eclipse are going to fight with everything that they have left to not let Durox punch them and drop that life count on their side. And as you can see, Eclipse are going to be starting off this first round by capturing. They've already got one tick on the B flag. Paradox nowhere there to clean up. Second tick almost done, but Eur pushing straight into their spawn here. An absolutely incredible tactic to use, as they are now going to fully capture the B flag. 1 minute added to the clock, and the life count quite close here, surprisingly, 26 for 23.
Yeah, 26 for 23 there. That's going to be life count 9 favor of PDX. Now numbers 4. Valeria finds Darox. Coco falls as well. That falls. That's going to be numbers 5 and 4. But the life count still in favor of PDX, as they will lose out that B cap. They will win out that B capture, rather. That'll be objective. But then so far, Darox and Darox with the 2-piece with his VMP. Almost 3. But that denies him that 3-piece. As 22-50 will be your life count now. 7 Ken picks up a 2-piece with a sniper there. Time as well. Finds one. That's gonna be Coco. Mantra falling, and so far we finally get to see Mantra get the kill. I'm glad he's back in action.
Welcome to the control game, Mantra, and a welcome out of the spectators box. Paradox now on 16 lives, while Eclipse is on 13, so still fairly close. And the A flag, not a single tick, has been captured. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock, as Eur is still camping out in Eclipse's spawn. He wants to catch them off guard completely. Eclipse now down to single-digit lives. Paradox on 13, and they're just not letting Eclipse anywhere near that A flag. Well, they literally said, okay, we'll let you have B, but we're gonna sit in your spawn, as Charisma shocks Dad and Time in place, not letting them get anywhere past him. Eclipse down to their last lives, no respawns for them, and someone please get Eur out of their spawn.
Yeah, and then that's 11 now. 11-4. 4 members now. 10-4. Make that 10-2. Make that 10-1. As PDX all kill feed blue. 10-1. 1 member left. Valerio to solo 10 members of PDX. As the man will be maybe Saitama. Maybe Saitama. And so far, take that one. Make that 1-9. Can he solo 9 players of? Oh my goodness, the man is still trying to contest. It's Valerio versus 9 players of PDX now. That's one man. Maybe Saitama. Maybe the One Punch Man of Eclipse now. The last hope for them. The A flag, the A capture, maybe, just maybe trying to get one tick there. No, he can't. It's 1 versus 9 here, as they will rush the man here. Now, Machine face the weapon of choice. You can tell PDX are trying to play with their food and just jump. But Valerio is taking them down. Now it's 1-7, and Darox, the Mike Tyson, says, all right, this is getting out of hand. Let's take this man down.
They were absolutely toying with him there. If that was me in his position, I would have just broke down crying. I would have jumped into pool right there and just said, yeah, this is me. I will take my own life. I'm done. I cannot handle the torture. We're going into round 2 now here for control, and Paradox going to be on the capturing side, while Charisma, the first to drop, Time absolutely blowing him back right into the spawn. And now we got all the operators out here. From Paradox, we have a Sparrow out, a Death Machine, Equalizers, War Machine. They just want to drop the life count here on Eclipse, while simultaneously capturing the B flag. 2 ticks already gone, while Vector tries to hold them off from top. Laundry, quick cleanup work over here from Paradox, as they are still trying to capture Sparrow out here in terms of the Eclipse side, and 7ken fighting off in their spawn this time. I'm not sure what's going on with these spawn traps. That's not a nice thing to do. Not a good situation to put Eclipse in, as B flag officially captured. 1 minute added to the clock, and Paradox still playing with their food.
Still playing with their foot. You can tell the kill feed is all yellow, but then I'm pretty sure that's intentional. But then Coco now finds one. Time move for as well. Eor picks the kill. That's gonna be Charisma now, winning that one out with the VMP weapon of choice. 4v5, as we can't see the respawns coming back in. They have those life count advantage now. 18-16. PDX to keeping things close here. Perhaps they want to close SD. That one machine brought up by Dad, but then move for Eor puts him down real quick, and the life count still in favor of PDX. 17-12. But we have seen this pattern before. As PDX now, they have that lead. Charisma picks up one. Now XM4. Eor make that BMP, as Eor will pick up one with the drone. Now Vector comes up with a death machine. Now Eor with the bread finds one up to Time. That falls. Charisma shocks two with a Tempest, as they will fall now. 15-7 will be your life down now. 2 tick locked in, and it looks like Eclipse PDX might have the A objective taken soon, as that top tick looks like it will be home, but they're trying to take them out and make sure they exhaust their at life count 12-5. That's gonna be five Eclipse members left. No more respawns. Make that 10-5. Make that 10-4. We have seen this before. We have seen a 10-1. 7 can pick up. Make that 10-3. 5v3 now. 3 members. No more respawn for them. 7 can now with the switchblade. We'll be able to find more. And it looks like PDX will be another 8-1 situation. Valerio, the last man standing again. And this time will be put down early before things get out of control. PDX takes 2 back-to-back control rounds.
Okay, going into round 3 here, and Paradox were absolutely ruthless there in that last round. It doesn't seem like they were toying with their food, but Valerio was stuck in a deja vu scenario as Paradox are trying to close the game off here, hoping for a 3-0. Eclipse are still fighting back though, very quick life advantage in their favor, 25 for 24, but EU coming in now with his War Machine, hoping to push into Eclipse's spawn once again. It's almost like he feels more comfortable in their spawn as he takes down a quick 2-piece here, pushing right behind them, and they have no clue that he's even there. 20 for 23 here. We do see a small life advantage for Eclipse, but they are capturing in the third round as Charisma falls as well. They're definitely not going down without a fight, still holding that life advantage, but EU will quickly equalize that in hopes of keeping Eclipse down. They have 1 tick on the A flag compared to the last round when they were capturing. They prioritized B. The Rocks coming in here with a 2-piece, surprisingly with a gun in hand, and now a hunter-killer drone, hoping to find one of the Eclipse members and stop them in their tracks. We had Coco here with a Sparrow now, hoping to find Eur in their own spawn, and 14 for 14 as Paradox finally equalized the kill count.
Yep, equalize the kill counts now. That's gonna be now equalizer coming out from Darox to find the 2-piece now. Sparrow as well from 7K, and the operator skills coming out to play. Now time move for Charisma. Now 7K picks up another. Make that a 2-piece. Make that 3. The Switchblade X9 will get 1 now. Darox will prep. Find Vector. That's 11-4 for the life count, and PDX will take things again. 3 back-to-back rounds as that will settle the best of 5 series in favor of PDX. By the way, if you actually predicted PDX on the Match Shadow website, congratulations, you just got another prediction correct. And yeah, I mean, Kijo, we did see this coming, right?
Well, we definitely saw it coming. I didn't need my glasses to see that, but that doesn't mean that I'm kind of sad for the Eclipse team. They definitely gave it their all, and Paradox just toying with them is, oh, that was so out of pocket. That was so mean. That was so, oh man. I really hope they don't find me in ranked, because I will start crying if I was ECL. And we can see here, even from the stats, at least everyone got a kill here in this game. Mantra. But yeah, Darok's coming in strong with 21 kills with a gun this time. Charisma 19. You're 18 here with the least amount of deaths. 18 for 7. Highest impact for his team and the lobby. And 7 Ken with 14. Not bad here. We can see Mantra left the lobby again before results, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of a pattern at this point. I think the band is actually doing this intentionally. But then that here, of course, with the MVP maximum impact to Valerio, the man was the last man standing in both control rounds. And that's going to be Eeyore with the maximum impact on his end, 157. And Darox, of course, 21 bomb, Charisma 19 and 18. But then that's going to wrap things up for the stats. And man, it's been an impressive gameplay we have seen so far from PDX. Nothing surprising, but then ECL's I think they kind of did better in the S&D, if you ask me, than the control. I feel like they did much better in the S&D, but then hopefully, well, we get to see them next time do it better when they clash against PDX. But then I don't think that's gonna be anytime soon, as we will be going for a short break. But before we do, Kijo, any final words before we go on an intermission?
Well, if you're on the side of Eclipse, you still have the lower bracket to make your comeback and show Paradox what you're made of. That's if Paradox make it to the grand finals. No, they do want to make it there. Everyone wants to make it there. But yeah, don't give up hope. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next game is going to be all about. Hopefully, it's as entertaining.
Yeah, hopefully it's as entertaining. That's gonna be the big question. But then don't forget, guys, this is the African Mobile Championship Marshada series, and of course the African Giants Day 4, sponsored by Mashada and Ace Gamers. And we will go on a short break. Don't go anywhere. Grab your water, your popcorn, as Carl say, whatever you are into. As we will be right back with our next fixture. Cheers.
Welcome to the Predictions tab, where you can put your esports knowledge to the test. There's two types of predictions you can make: top 3 predictions of who's going to get the farthest, and single predictions for who you think will win a specific match. You can find top 3 predictions in the Overview tab. Here you'll be able to choose which players or team is going to take the top 3 spots. Single predictions can be found in the Matches tab, where you can select winners for specific rounds. Back to the Predictions tab. The first thing you see is the leaderboard, which ranks everyone who's made predictions based on their points total. On this board, you can track each user's performance, seeing their specific top 3 picks, the number of top 3 spots they got correct, and their overall PW, predictions played to 1 ratio. Your ranking is determined by the point system. Correctly predicting the winner of a single match earns you plus 1 point. Correctly choosing the top 3 in any order earns plus 5 points, and correctly choosing the top 3 in the exact order earns a massive plus 10 points. The tab is fully interactive, allowing you to click on the P/W number to see a detailed list of every match prediction the user made, and clicking on the total points reveals a full points breakdown, summarizing how they earned their score. This tab is your home base for competition and score tracking, allowing you to track your rivals and polish.
Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the next fixture we've got for you guys tonight. That's going to be Ace Gamers versus Sierra 7. And yeah, we know a lot about these teams. And of course, we have seen Ace Gamers really do well in the African Giants. We have seen them do well as well in the other part of the martial arts series, the Oasis Champs. We have also seen them do well in other tournaments. And definitely S7 is no slacker as well. We have seen them do well on their end, but now they get to clash against each other. And the big question is, who is going to come out victorious in this outcome in the best of 5 as we get straight into the hard point on Combine, no other map than that, as well. We did see PDX touchy CL, and hopefully we don't get to see a one-sided hard point. We want to see those back and forth, those tying things out, those, you take the lead, I take the lead, and then the P1 will start, and I'm gonna have to save what I'm saying for later as the gunfight will start as well. Hacks will find one, Clap's gonna fall, get Clap, Hacks again, finds two. That's another two-piece response. That's all yellow. Ace Gamers off to a great start now. German Digley picking up another 1-1 possible call, but 0-7 is no slouch as the response now. 6-3. The hill time owned by them. That's a two-piece picked up by Squid XM4. Open of choice. Now Japanese guy Simpson will find another 5 and Virus the two-piece, and that will be jam falling as well. 10-5. They're keeping the lead at double the number, but with game 0-7, I'm not sure Ace Gamers can keep this up.
I'm not sure if they can keep it up. Indeed, Sierra 7 are not a force to be reckoned with, holding the title of the best team in Nigeria, going up against the sponsors of this amazing event that we are witnessing right here. Ace Game is taking the lead on this T1. Squid holding it down as the point gets contested, and he manages to have help from his teammates here while he holds down the last few seconds of scrap. A quick little two-piece here, cleaning up those last few seconds, those valuable seconds to bring Ace Gamers up to 36 and keep Sierra at 10 here as we rotate onto P2. Ace Gamers have already set up spawn. They're going to keep Sierra 7 off, and Virus now going to push in from the front as Squid tries to drop a Predator missile, does not find anyone, and the score streaks are already in play. The combos are coming through. Claps holding down this T2 over here as they try to keep Sierra 7 off as they push through from Secret, but he gets taken down by Pain. Oh, the pain that player must feel. 3 of the Sierra 7 members now in P2, and they have completely taken the spawn here. Farley dropping a 3-piece as he's going to push into the spawn here right now to hold it down for Sierra 7, and Ace Gamers barely touched that 50 point mark. Pain coming through from the side, and they're actually managing to keep Ace Gamers away from P2, not letting them anywhere near it.
Yeah, they're gonna need that really. Now scrap time is owned by them to try to catch up to that 50 lead that Ace Game has had. That's gonna be absolutely a two-piece there and maybe more. Virus finds another onto Claps and 43-44. The scrap time is helping out the Lord as Sierra-7 will tie things up in the hard points. Now hill time's gonna reset now. They're gonna go to another hill. Now Diddley finds Hacks. That's gonna be two-piece. Fadi will find with the bread. Now will fall. Virus falls as well. Now Sierra-7 in the lead, and Ace Gamers are no slouch as he brings out that war machine to find one. Pain as well with the deck machine. That's gonna be operating skills. Pain finds Claps, finds life. Pain will find 3 and make that Fadi response. Now Virus comes up with the light up. No pass will fall, and the man is not styling life again. The Sparrow comes up, and they're gonna be number 2-piece. And 0-7 will dominate and take that lead, and Ace Gamers will play catch up in this hard point.
Sierra 7 have turned the tables completely in their favor, holding down P3 over here and actually managing to keep Ace Gamers off of it almost completely. Claps coming through with a 2-piece here to end off his use of the Sparrow, and we see Sierra 7 are still trying to break into point. They gave Ace Gamers a few seconds, almost like here, keep the change, and Hacks now still spawning behind P3, managing to get those last few seconds of scrap time as Ace Gamers are still on catch up, 75-69. Germ coming through with the Tempest while his rest of his teammates are holding down P4, and Squid coming through from spawn gets a 2-piece with his equalizers, gets taken down by no other than Pain himself. Hacks shooting through the smoke, but Hacks are not activated at this point in time. 3 members from Ace Gamers are holding it down. Simpsy getting a 2-piece there with his VMP and Ham, and Jum is still holding down the point. Ace Gamers take the lead. They're holding down P4. They want to keep Sierra 7 off, but that is not going to work this time around. 81-86, and these teams are neck and neck at this point.
Yeah, neck and neck. Then 87-86, and that's going to be 0-7 having the long neck as Virus picks up a 2-piece now, and that's 92 now. Getting closer to the 100 point back. Claps will clap Virus, and maybe one. Pain now still in inflicting pain onto Ace Gamers as he brings them even, as he brings 7. So that's now the point mark for Ace Gamers are no slaps now, contesting for that scrap time, but all by 7 as they get to that 100-point mark first. Now past the 100-point mark, hill time, after the X4 falls, Cast finds another, maybe a 2-piece, but no, will be denied. Life and Hacks falls, Faddy falls, 101.89 is your scoreboard now. Japanese guy seems he finds Faddy, General freaking Faddy will fall, Virus will fall, Diddley falls, Life falls, the Death Machine from Squid is out, and the operator skills now will come through. Seems with the Death Machine rather will find one, but only one as the man time. Okay, time is running out here. Will fall, still only finding Virus there. Hacks puts him down, but then Ace Gamer starting things up again and getting back up and maybe taking that lead as the score will be tied. Ace Gamers will say no. Diddy picks up a 2-piece and get that past 7. 101-107 as Ace Gamers now. Hill time is owned by them. Like trying to contest here, but they can't. Hill time still owned by them. Ace Gamers getting that lead. 7 play catch up. Diddy and passing up numbers now. Diddy the 2-piece onto the VMP. Finds another. Diddy falls. Faddy falls. Japanese guy seems he will find another 101-118. Ace Gamers are taking back the lead.
Taking back the lead indeed, and we can see a lot of back and forth happening here with regards to OBJ time as we rotated back onto P1, and now we're going on to P2 where Diddley is holding off Secret, manages to get a 2-piece with his War Machine and stops Sierra 7 in their tracks. They're holding down P2 quite nicely. They have spawns. Sierra 7 can only break in from the front if they can manage to get past the operators. Diddley with another 2-piece here, absolutely bombing that entrance. Taps with his Sparrow, 3-piece just like that in the blink of an eye. Not gonna let Sierra 7 come from behind. Virus also going to drop to the Hunter Killer Drone sent out by Jom. Sierra 7 are not backing down though. Life and Party fighting to get into this point as Ace Gamers reached that 150-point mark with more than 20 seconds left on this P2. Kane is praying and praying, but Predator Missile finds him and claps him in the face. Sierra 7 reached that 100. They've crossed that line, but we're into scrap time here on P2, and Ace Gamers are going to rotate now for the next one.
Yeah, we'll say for the next one there, but that's going to be Ace Gamers now maintaining that lead. 7 have done what they can, but at this point, what they can is not enough. They're going to have to do more because Ace Gamers are getting even closer now. 95 more points to get to that score target and end things up in their favor, but 7 might have something safe for that. Real time owned by them, but I'm taking it back. That's a 2-piece there. They'll maybe finding and responding with a 2-piece. Accent Faddy, General freaking Faddy live as well. Picking up another speed jump force, 155. 122, he will type owned by 7 now. Diddley as well finds space, shuts him down. Virus and Life will fall. 2-piece from Diddley. Now Faddy and Hacks. Faddy trying that 2-piece with a PMP. 159. Ace Gamer still in the lead and holding things out. 7 still plays catch up, but now 130. They're getting even closer, and that lead is reducing even more.
This is definitely a close game, a lot of close calls. Ace Gamers have the lead for now, but Sierra 7 are creeping up on them ever so slowly. 143 in counting as they head into scrap time here for P3, and they are not letting those valuable seconds go to waste since he's still spawning on P3 side, while we're going to rotate now onto P4, and Cap is still holding down. He's not letting Sierra 7 contest, but Virus comes in and wipes them out with a 3-piece, sends them back to spawn as he's going to push for P4 now, managing to have some backup from his teammates. Diddley coming in with another 2-piece with his War Machine. As long as he doesn't take himself out, that would be an amazing use of an operator here, managing to hold down P4 as Ace Gamers are creeping up on that 200 and leaving Sierra 7 behind in the dust. Jom managing to pick off one member there in mid. Claps with his Sparrow out again. Jom with the Tempest now in hand, ready to absolutely annihilate and get complete map control here for P4. Less than 30 seconds now. Sierra 7 finding the way into the point before getting exterminated as Claps holds them back from entering from the side of P2. Hacks with his own revenge 2-piece, and the kill feed is absolutely mixed right now. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Yeah, honestly, it's pretty mixed right now because both of them just trying to put their weight. You tell Ace Gamers now almost to that 200-point mark. Claps with the drone on 2-2. Barros and Hacks move forward, be the victims of his drone now. Sees the man life slides in, but no, will be picked up first. The Japanese guy Simpsy now. Barros and Hacks will take 2 out now. Getting shut down. Simpsy as well. Fight another gets shut down and trades back and forth. Ace Gamers have that lead. 0-7 now, getting closer to that 150-point mark. But Ace Gamers are now past at 200. 43 more to end the hard points in their favor. But 0-7 are just picking numbers here. And Ace Gamers as well trying to make sure they get numbers. That's a 3-piece foul. Make that 4 for Jump. As he will be the Jump in 0-7's hands. And make it difficult for them to get their aim right and find more. But will finally be shut down. The man has wreaked havoc. And he'll tackle by them. 0-7 contesting as they hit that 150-point mark. 151. Getting close past. Maybe more. Because that's what they need. The hill time is contested by both teams. 219 on 8 gamers. If they will fall, live falls, back falls, more number. Simpson picks up a 2-piece there as well. But then 8 gamers at 220 now. The death machine comes up from Simpson. Fights 1, fights 2, fights 3. Simpson with a death machine wreaking havoc onto 0-7. 156, 230. It's going to be your counter. That's going to be 18 left. Make that 17 for 8 gamers. The hill time would be owned by no one as it will reset.
Resetting now onto P3 side, if I am not mistaken, and 0-7 have a lot of catch up here. We can see equalized Lotter from Squid, who's not going to let them go down without a fight. I'm mistaken, it's on P2, and 0-7 are being completely cleared off of the points with that equalizes. Another 2-piece here from Simpsy. Germ coming into point to play for those last few valuable seconds. 165, 166, 0-7 are fighting back. They do not want Ace Gamers to get this win, and there are just 2 more seconds needed here from Ace Gamers as they close things off with a Predator missile. 250 to 166, putting 0-7 in their place. They have to be feeling absolutely incredible right now.
Yeah. I mean, these guys, man, they fought, they came, they fought, they conquered, and really, it was a hard-fought battle. 0-7 did not slouch. They did not sleep on the hard points. They took at some points. They did take back the win and they take back the lead. And so far, Ace Gamers has shown them that you may be able to take back that lead, but we can take the win. You might win the fight, but we can win the war. As we see them taking the hard point to combine and the game 1 of the best of 5. And now 0-7 are forced to force out that map 5 and that map 4 in order to secure a win. That's if they do take 3 maps in their favor. But then Ace Gamers, they have shown very good resilience here as well. You know, players there doing some real damage. Claps as well. The Japanese guy Simpsy doing damage. Squid as well, just taking numbers after numbers. And the other side 0-7 as well, pulling their way. General freaking Faddy and Pain inflicting pain on Ace Gamers, pulling his way, dealing with the war machine as well, picking up a 3-piece, an easy one at that. And Ace Gamers have every response to 0-7's move and came out as the better ones.
Definitely. So we can see that Ace Gamers are starting off strong. Both these teams were neck and neck for the first half of the match. So they definitely had us in the first half, but Ace Gamers proving to be dominant in this first match of the night. But there are possibly 4 more matches left ahead. And we can see some amazing kill stats over here as Claps, the MVP with the highest impact, 40 kills in his pocket with 1:35 in point. 46 from Simpsy, most kills in the entire lobby, not clearly leading the way here for his team. Germ falling short of that 40 kill mark, Diddley and Squid as well, but they're very balanced out in terms of their OBJ, so incredible teamwork here from Ace Gamers.
Yeah, incredible teamwork. I mean, we did look at the stats so far, and I mean, Claps with the MVP, 195 impact, and having that 40 bomb. And the only person doing more is Simsy, the Japanese guy, of course, with 45. And I don't know why production is switching the maps real quick, and it looks like things will be sharp as we will get straight into that S&D. No time wasted. And like this, no more African time, but then 5v5 numbers are still tied up as we get straight into that round 1 of S&D. Hopefully, Ace Gamers take this one again. Faddy finds Claps, the wall bank comes through, and that's going to be 5v4. Numbers advantage to Ace Gamers.
heading straight off into the SND. And it seems like Sierra 7 are going to be planting for the first 6 rounds. Bit of an advantage here. Host sides have been swapped, and Ace Gamers are going to have to play it passive. And Diddley did not get the memo as Life picks him off with a wall bang. Now the two members from Ace Gamers peeking here as they manage to only get one pick off of Sierra 7, dropping Life as the first body to drop. Pain still alive, 4v3 here, and it seems now Ace Gamers are going to play it passive, and they did not get that memo either, simply dropping, but not before Hacks falls from Squid and Fadi with a two-piece, taking down the last two members, Squid and Jam, with a sniper in hand. The first round goes to Sierra 7. Okay, there's some hope, there's some hope.
Yeah, there's some hope. I mean, Terry 7 actually started out well there. And we have seen this pattern before, though, Kijo. Don't forget, this is exactly how ECL did start out their SND against PDX. But hopefully, this is not Deja Vu we are seeing here. Because Ace Gamers, they did see that game. I'm pretty sure they did do their homework on S7 as well. But then, if you remember anything about S7 history, SND is supposed to be a game mode where they should thrive. As Squid will fall now, they are thriving, all right? Numbers advantage to them. Virus, no bomb will get that bomb planted. The Virus will fall. Simpson picks him up, or Hacks is quick with that trade. Fadi with the snipe. Finds one onto the Tundra. Gem falls. And that's the bomb being planted again by Fadi. Maybe not able to get taken out this time. Now Collapse now with the VMP holding in line. That's 2v4 now. Numbers advantage to CR7.
Advantage to them indeed, but do not take Ace Gamers for granted. Diddley dropping to life here, putting Claps in a 1v4 situation up against the incredible members here from Sierra 7 as Pain ends his suffering, sends him right back to spawn. And two back-to-back rounds here for Sierra 7, completely taking the lead. Ace Gamers still on 0. Not sure if they need to re-strategize, but they definitely need to do something. Two members here on 0 kills, so they really need to turn things around. Claps pushing straight up onto A Long, gets taken out by Life, who absolutely wall banged him, sent him right back into the next round. Fadi not taking any excuses either. He's going to push straight up into mid, and it seems like Sierra 7 know what they're doing, going straight off into this game. We have Virus carrying the bomb though, no kills for him. Maybe the OBJ Princess as Life, the first to fall by the hands of John with the sniper in his hand. Numbers are now equalized here for both teams, so it's still anyone's game in this third round.
Yeah, anyone's giving the third round. Then Virus now the task with the block. Scattered planted now, shooting through the smoke there. Squid not able to find anyone there with the XM4. Oh my goodness. Oh, Simsy picking up Hacks. And that was a quick one now. Squid will fall. Fadi gets straight out by Jump. Now so far now 1v3 now. And 7 now. Jump with a touch and gun onto Pain. As Sierra 7 will lose that round. And Ace Gamers finally get one for themselves.
First round to Ace Gamers, fourth round that we are going into, and Ace Gamers are coming back strong. Hopefully, the start of a comeback for them as they're going to look to equalize. And Virus still carrying the bomb, still on 0 kills. Possibly a Monster 2.0 here, not sure what's happening with him, but again, still very early in the game. And we can see both these teams are playing it very respectfully, except for Jom, who drops Fadi immediately, managing to get him off quite quickly, and Hacks not letting him go down that easy for taking out his teammates. Simply gonna come in here, finds one with the VMP, takes down another. Hacks and Virus have fallen. Collapse here from Ace Gamers has dropped, and now Life on his last life for his team, dropping from above, equalizing the score 2-2. This is absolutely neck and neck, but this is how the hardpoint started off before Ace Gamers took the lead.
Yeah, and this is exactly the pattern with the ECL S&D against PDX. We have seen this pattern. They start off well, they take one round, they start off taking the rounds, and somewhat the opponent team PDX, or in this case, Ace Gamers, take back-to-back rounds, and they come around and they set up the S&D to try to bring things back up, like the coordinate onto Claps, and that's gonna be one. And the bomb still hasn't been planted by Virus here. I want to come on and see things. I want to come on and see a situation where S7 actually make things work and find those numbers. And we can see the bomb still hasn't been planted by Virus 4v5. Numbers advantage to S7 here. But so far, Ace Gamers, they have lost the number advantage, but it looks like they still want to make things work in round 5.
Definitely still want to make things work, but not planting that bomb could be a crucial disadvantage for CRS7. Ace gamers do not have the numbers right now, Claps being the first to fall, but never fear when Simsi has his shotgun in hand. If you're on the side of Ace gamers, Fardy dropping Germ, and Squid managing to drop Life, making it a 3v4 at this point in time. The smoke has been thrown on A. Sierra 7 are going to try and push unless they meet the deadly end of Simsi's shotgun as he manages to drop hacks 3v3. Now numbers are equalized. Simsi is looking for more. He is kill hungry. Squid drops virus, but Simsi falls to Fadi along with Squid, and Dudley not letting that go. Kills Fadi, a little bit of body shooting there for excitement. 1v1 here. It's just him and Pain, and who is going to inflict pain on who?
That's gonna be the big question. I'm gonna ask you point intended there, but that's gonna be being inflicted pain on as they will lose that round. And go for that defuse, go for that defuse, man. That's gonna be the what's gonna be important here. But then, yeah, I wanna ask you, Kijo. I wanna ask you, was there pun intended for that one? Oh, they did not get the defuse. 07 still took that win. How? How?
There was not enough time. Dudley did not have enough time, but he went for the kill. He prioritized that. And yes, that was definitely pun intended.
Yeah, I got so carried away with actually on the phone, and I actually did me with a two-piece on the sniper. And what the heck was that? 07 losing members early, but Ace Game must eat that as well. Losing members, that's gonna be a 2v3 and a first round at the S&D.
That was absolutely quick. This is the last round that Sierra 7 have to plant. And they've only planted the bomb once so far. Not sure if Virus knows how to plant the bomb, and now he's stuck in a 1v1 against Germ, who already has 5 kills. Virus only sitting on 4. They're doing a little rounded, like a roundabout over here until they find each other, and Germ's shots connect, making sure he gets revenge for that last round. 3 points for 3. Scores are tied once again. Ace gamers are going to be planting now. Maybe this will go in their favor.
Yeah, maybe just may make go in their favor here. But then 5v5, we are seeing things not go so well for Tier 7. But then somehow they are making it work. But honestly, if you're Tier 7 right now, this is exactly how you want to tie things up. You want to tie things up and potentially win out the S&D, and you want to potentially really just make things find one that's gonna be jump falling. And so far now, numbers advantage is 0-7, and you can see 4v5 now. These gamers are gonna have to make Fadi finds another. Well, that's gonna be deeply falling now as quick snipes a peek off here, picking them off. Life will find another. What is this sniper spree by 0-7 as they will show that they are the better ones when it comes to the S&D.
They've dropped another. Simsi has fallen as well to the deadly end of the sniper, and now Claps, the last victim. Will he drop to a sniper as well? Instead, he gets clapped from the back with an Odin. Sierra 7 back in the game, 3-4 in their favor. And Ace Gamers were absolutely annihilated in that last round. Every single person, sorry, almost every single person getting sniped immediately. They're going to have to rethink that because a sniper in the hands of Life and Hardy is you're asking for a death wish. Smoke has been thrown in mid here, and it seems like Ace Gamers are going to push through B, where Life is waiting with his sniper Squid already falling to Virus, but Simply avenging his teammate here very quickly. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. 4v4, make that 4v3 as Germ drops the life with a sniper, and we can really see some retaliation here from both sides. Fardy dropping claps as well. 3v3. We're just going in for the trades at this point. It doesn't seem like anyone wants to plant the bomb.
Yeah, I think they just want to go full on TDM at this point. I mean, it's 2v3 and Jab picks up a 2-piece now, Hacks and Fadi. And of course, yeah, it's Gamers who they're trying to come back up. Jam with a 2-piece there onto Pain and Hacks, and that's around taken by them to tie things up. I hope we're not actually going to see an overtime here, KJ, because with the way they are going, we might get to see an overtime.
It's so neck and neck. You take one round, I take one round. It's almost like, they're sharing. They want to put the casters in a difficult situation and just keep us talking as if Africa isn't running out of water at this point. But now we still have Ace Gamers. On the planting side, Sierra 7 still have to defend, but they are absolutely taking numbers, dropping bodies, 3v4. Still have ace gamers with the bomb. At least they haven't dropped that. Simsi carrying the bomb in hand. Life watching them as Simsi drops pain, drops virus as well, and turns the numbers around in ace gamers' favor, leaving only two members here from Sierra 7 on the side to defend. And they still haven't planted the bomb. Guys, give me the bomb. Hire me in Ace Gamers. Give me a contract. I'll plant the bomb every round without fail. I got this.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 3v2 now. You can tell that they still haven't planted the bomb. Man, I think they just want to go full on TDM at this point. Hey, I'm all for that. As long as somebody eventually takes the win, that's gonna be a very important here. But so far now, they go for that plant. Finally, Ace Gamers will say, Kicho, there's no need to give you the bomb. We're just gonna do it ourselves. And that's gonna be 3v2 now. And them holding in line, and who is patient, who isn't, the holding now in hand of axe, and that's going to be one taking down. Simpson falls, life takes him down. Now gunfights are gonna come through. 2v1, axe will fall. That's going to be numbers advantage now to Ace Gamers as they see the man touch and burn, but life will be the victim there as Ace Gamers will finally break the tie and take that round for themselves. Round 10, here we go.
The tie is broken for now, but Ace Gamers are back in the lead and hoping to increase that one round gap in the score that they currently have. If they can win the next two rounds back to back, they can bring home the SND as well. But Sierra 7 do not want to let that happen. They're not going to let Ace have it easy at all. And why would they? We're in the semifinals of the upper bracket at this point in time. Fadi coming in strong with his sniper in hand. No bodies dropped yet. Simply still with the bomb in hand, still hasn't been planted, and everyone is just camping in spawn, watching angles, hiding prone on the floor. We just is it TDM at this point? Maybe someone just needs to make eye contact, put a little fear into them, and start the round off. Come on, give us something.
Yeah, that's the numbers tied. You can tell that they're really taking this slow. They're taking these things slow, and it's kind of understandable, really, because if you're 0-7, you want to be cautious now. Ace Gamers they're really close now to that match point, and if they do lose this round, it will be match point for Ace Gamers, and if they lose that round again, that's gonna be everything done for the best of 5. Life will find jam, and that's gonna be a one tap, the touch and burn, and that's one down. Ace Gamers now not having the numbers advantage. We have seen 0-7 start out this well. Now sees the man, and so far that's 5v4. 2-piece Simsy will find life and hacks and numbers advantage back to Ace Gamers.
4v3 indeed, and Ace Gamer still has to plant the bomb. Over 20 seconds left on the clock. Farley still fighting for his life here as he finally drops to Squid without managing to confirm that kill. Squid going to push into Sierra 7 spawn right now, but Virus coming through from mid with a two-piece, bringing the numbers down to an equalizer. Simpsy and Squid dropped to the other end of his VMP. Dudley not taking any chances. Bomb is going down. More time on the clock, but that is not enough to stop Ace Gamers and Sierra 7 with more than enough time to defuse. We're equalized. I'm dreading an overtime. I can see it happening.
Yeah, I can see it happening too, Kiju. I can see it happening too, definitely, because right now that's 5v5. We're gonna get straight into round 11, and if we actually get to a 6-6, that's overtime from there, and we're just going to keep going from there, and until somebody breaks the loop and somebody breaks the tie, we get straight back to square one, like they would usually say. But then the bomb has not been planted yet, and this game must have that bomb, and that's war. The wall bang comes through, jump falls. Hacks picks up the kill with the Odin, and that's gonna be Ace Gamers now losing out a member, and 0-7 having the numbers advantage.
Numbers advantage for Sierra 7. Indeed, they're starting off round 11 strong. They definitely don't want to go into overtime, and they need to win the SND to push that map for. You can see they're playing it very respectfully for now. Ace Gamers are on their last round of planting the bomb. If they do actually manage to plant it, and hopefully put enough pressure on Sierra 7 to have them corner them in. We can see Simply holding this down. It's almost like he can smell that the Sierra 7 members are right there hiding, and he does not want to give them any signals, any clues of where he is life almost tracing him, but he completely misses the opportunity. Simpsy is crawling on the floor. Life can sense it, and he does not manage to confirm that kill. They're going to play cat and mouse at this point in time, give the call outs to his teammates, and in the back, Hacks drops Squid, bringing the numbers now to a 3v5. Only three players left from Ace Gamers, bomb still in hand, and the scores are neck and neck.
Yeah, scores are neck and neck. Speaking of neck and neck, that's gonna be 0-7 now dropping the members of his gamers now. 3v2. That's gonna be the number count. Now slides in for trying to take the shot and we'll lose that one. Ah, 0-7. They take it again and get to match points before Ace Gamers. And here is where the fear of overtime will peak out. Because if Ace Gamers take this round, we are heading straight into overtime, Kijo. There's no denying that. But then so far now, numbers will be tied. And Fanny with a two-piece onto Simpsy and Squid. And Fanny again. Pain will take two-piece onto Claps and Diddley. Ace Gamers dropping like flies. And 0-7 looks like they will guarantee that overtime. Yeah, they do. They do.
They
don't.
definitely
Oh,
didn't
they
want
took
that
it.
overtime.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, they did it.
insane. They shot Jom through the wall. He was trying to run away, and they said, "Stop, come back. We're gonna confirm this kill." 7-5 to end off that SND. That is a strong comeback for Sierra 7.
Yeah, a very strong comeback, honestly. I mean, when it comes to the S&D, hand it to CR7. They do have a very good history of good S&Ds. Forgetting what happened in the previous tournament, we're going to act like that did not happen. Where X Trinity did what they did. But yeah, we're not talking about that. So, Zero 7 actually did well. Honestly, it was a pretty close one, though. Ace Gamers are no slouch either. They do know what Zero 7 can do. And, well, that's now a map 4 guaranteed hardpoint on Summit. We get to see a round 2 of hardpoint between both teams now. Germ, of course, on the 144 Impact, 12 bomb, 11 on Simsy, 6 on Diddy, and 7 on Squid. We see 162 Impact on General Fadi with the MVP as well, showing that he's supposed to be the General, and of course, having the MVP at the Impact with the maximum kills on his team. Fadi absolutely carried this SND for S7.
Not only the most kills on his team, but the most kills in the lobby, and making sure that Germ knows who the general in the lobby is, led his team to victory for CR7. They backed the SND, so definitely the comeback that they were hoping for, the comeback that they needed. And we know that we're going to see a round 4, fingers crossed, because it could go either way. The score is 1-1 right now as we head into control on raid. This is the one thing I love about a best of 5. And
Yeah.
we're going straight into the control. The best of 5, it gives us the opportunity to see a control. And Black Matter, from day one, from the first time we've casted, you know me, I love spectating control. That's the only reason that I love watching a best of 5. And now these are such strong teams that are going to go head to head, battling out with a limited life count of all things. What are your predictions for this?
Man, at this point, Series 7, I've actually thrown in the mystery card. So I want to come out and go for them, really. I want to say Series 7, but then knowing these gamers, they are definitely not going to take that SND likely. So I want to come out and say S7, right? But then I do know that S7 actually have the good strength in the SND. But when it comes to the other modes, Ace Gamers definitely will come out and show us why they have their ace in the hole. So I want to go for Ace Gamers here. I'm going to say Ace Gamers to take the control. But that map 4 is going to be a return battle for S7, as we will be around 2. They did lose the first hard point. Hopefully they don't lose the second, because that's going to be Ace Gamers telling them, I am better than you in the hard point. And well, I've proved it twice now. But then map 4 is now guaranteed. And hopefully we get to see S7 take both maps, the control and the hard point, to take things off in the best of 5. But now we get straight into it. No time wasted. I love these teams when it comes to this. Punctuality and, of course, doing things real quick so that everybody can go home fast and go to bed on time is something that they are giving me joy. But don't forget, guys, this is the Match Harder series, of course, sponsored by Match Harder GG and the African Giants. This is the series here, guys. Don't forget, it's Black Matter and Kijo as we get straight into round 1 of Control.
Round one indeed, and both these teams starting off strong with the trades starting very early off into the game. Ace Gamers are going to be capturing for round one. Eclipse have, oh, sorry, Sierra 7 have to be defending. A little bit of a typo there. And two ticks have already been captured on the B flag here in favor of Ace Gamers. They are absolutely annihilating with regards to the OBJ, but Sierra 7 do not want to go down without a fight. We can see they still have life advantage for now, 26 for 24, as the B flag is not completely captured, but Ace Gamers still have that in their favor.
Yeah, they still have that in their favor now. Two ticks already locked in, of course, for that P flag, and they're trying to make sure they secure that P flag objective. And the life count in favor of Sierra 7 production, please correct that. It's showing Eclipse, and that's going to be 22-22. The life counts are tied up now. Numbers move forward, back and forth. Of course, two tick locked in for the P flag now. Doing a good job. Buddy finds another. Simply falls, Hearts falls. Buddy traded out jump. Who picked up one, Squid as well. That's one tick almost locked in. Yes, locked in for the A flag. Now 18-19, Ace Gamers have taken that life count to make that the lead, and 19-17 will be your life count. One tick locked in on A, make that two tick locked in on A, two tick locked in on B. It looks like this might be a divide and conquer situation here.
Definitely, it almost seems like they're splitting up their resources, but it is working out in their favor. Virus coming in now to infect the point, not letting them capture A, but he did manage to drop, and A flag is completely captured here by Ace Gamers. And now we're left with the easier flag. Lives are neck and neck, 13 for 13, a very unlucky number. Hopefully that one of these teams will turn that around in their favor. Jom is sniping in respawns as he managed to pick up an Odin, but doesn't get the chance to use it. Hacks putting him in his place, showing him how to really use that gun. 13 for 9 now, as Sierra 7 takes the lead with life advantage. Over 1 minute left on the clock, and Ace Gamers still haven't managed to get that third part of the
Yeah, then that's going to be Hacks now with the boxing gloves, picking up a two-piece there. And of course, Mike Tyson now look up in the arrows. I don't know, man. What's with the glove kills? But then two tick locked in. The A flag is gone. B flag now, two ticks. Ace Gamers looks like they might want to take two back-to-back rounds and settle things out here. But then 7-5. Life counts not in their favor. Ace Gamers are definitely going to have to take things slow here. 6-5. And no more response for Ace Gamers. Make that 6-4. Make that 6-3. As numbers move forward now, 5-2. Ace Gamers don't have those lives. 2-4, 1-4. It's Jump now with his Tempest versus 4 players of Sierra 7. Looks like they might want to take. Yes, they do. As round 2 of Control will go to them. Round 1 of Control will go to them.
I'm not sure if Black Matter has jinxed it there, but I am definitely hoping for a comeback here from Ace Gamers. We do not want to see a one-sided game. They've been neck and neck. They've been at each other's throats the entire night, the entire series, and we are hoping that it would not be unbalanced. Squid coming through, not connecting his shots here from Laundry. His teammates backing him up, and Sierra 7 are going to be capturing in the second round. It doesn't seem like Ace Gamers are letting them anywhere near that point, though. Trying to keep them off it is not going to be easy. Jump coming in now to play very close to the point as he does clean up on the B flag. One tick already captured, but Kane coming through with his Annihilator in hand as he helps his teammates capture, manages to take down Deadly. One shot locked in as he drops as well. Squid coming through with a two-piece there. Farley dropping Jom with a Type 63 in his hand. And the lives are 22 for 20 in favor of Sierra 7. Not sure if this is going to be deja vu, but B flag, 2 ticks have already been captured. They're making a play for A side here as well. Sierra 7 still with the numbers in hand, but Diddley and Jom coming through to equalize those numbers. And Sierra 7 are quite spread out at this point.
Yeah, they're quite spread out. When you look at the positioning here on the map, but then speaking of position, speaking of captures, that's gonna be two tick locked in on the B flag. 07 doing a good job. Buddy Payne will pick up numbers there. Squid and Simsy will for 18-16 is your life count. Two tick locked in on the B. One machine from Diddley, not able to find anyone as life shot him down. Traded up by Simsy. Hacks with gotten it. Find Simsy. Trades flying left, right, center. 15-13 is your life count. Two tick locked in on B. Almost two tick on A. and it's another divide and conquer situation here. 07 looks like they might have the second round in their favor. That's a three-piece by Diddley as well with the VMP now onto Payne and Fadi, and it looks like things might be looking up for 07, but then life counts are in their favor as well.
Lives are now neck and neck once again. These teams do not want to let each other breathe. Two ticks captured on the A flag as Life coming in now to hold it down all by himself. Drops to the other end of Squid's Annihilator who comes to play cleanup. And now they've moved on to the B flag. 7 for 6 here. Sierra 7 have now dropped to their last few lives as the kill feed working in favor of Ace Gamers. No more respawns here for Sierra 7. 6 lives left here for Ace Gamers. 3 for Sierra 7, and the numbers are just dropping. Simpsy taking down Virus, Diddley dropping Pain, and now Fadi, the general himself, left in a 1v5. Not an impossible situation, but Ace Gamers are going to push him. They're going to pressure him. 1v4 here, Squid being the first to drop. No more respawns for Ace Gamers. There's a minute left on the clock. There's more than enough time to come back and clutch this and give us the clip that we need. Germ drops as well. 1v3 here. The last few from Ace Gamers do not want to push him. They are genuinely terrified. They're retreating. They're just going to go back, hold on the A flag, and Farley still has 40 seconds to make this work for him.
Yep, it's just 40 seconds then. And of course, you don't want to push someone that has the maximum impact, the MVP, and the maximum kills in the entire lobby now. Now, might see the man prone. Have to check now. Proning as well. Oh, take your corner, Fadi, as he will fall and take that round away from N7. Ace Gamers finally getting a round for themselves. Man, I feel like that was just a casual mistake, man. Taking your corners is something we always say when coming out of an opening or when entering a closure. Then that person to start things off seems to going aggressive here and not able to find anyone just yet. One machine as well from Fadi. Speed finds one. That's going to be number struck in classified virus. Squeeze and Jam will fall. Life count in favor of both as they will keep things close. 28-25 is Ace Gamers taking back the life count advantage and dealing damage as Life will find one. Axe as well falls. Did they find another? Ace Gamers two-piece spread from Simpsy will get enough time for them as well. Now, two tick locked in. Almost there. Two tick locked in on the B flag. 24-19 is your life count.
Making quick count of that B flag. Indeed, it is almost captured, and then every single player will have to rotate to the A flag in order to capture that. Ace Gamers still have a very small life advantage, but Germ is pushing up completely into Sierra 7 spawn here, where Pain is holding them off with the Type 63 in hand. 21 for 19. Fairly close game. Fadi now pushing through mid side. They definitely don't want to let Ace Gamers pass that mid area. They don't want to let them anywhere near A. Fadi struggling to make those shots connect. He could not clutch it that last round, but he is definitely taking names, dropping bodies, fires coming through from mid. They just don't want Ace Gamers to get past mid. But what about the players that are already in their spawn? Germ coming through now from mid. 17 for 17, and Sierra 7 are holding off Ace Gamers with everything that they have on this third round. A flag, not a single spot of yellow on it.
Yep, not a single spot of yellow in it. That means no capture at 16-14 will be your life count here now. 16-14 now. One machine on Diddley trying to find a number, trying to clear, but man, it's not finding anyone. It's just shooting blanks here. And Virus will pick up Squid. That's gonna be one finally found by Virus here, Diddley rather. And so far, that's gonna be the life count now. 13-12. Sierra 7 having the advantage. One tick already locked in on the A flag by Ace Gamers, and the two tick looking like it might be locked too. Now Diddley find pick up Fadi, Pain will trade him out, and Simpson with a three-piece will find three. Getting shut up by Pain before things get out of hand. 10-8. Ace Gamers have flipped things up, and the life counts are now in their favor.
Definitely in their favor. Both these teams have an equal life count over here, but Life coming through with his Sparrow, managing to drop a few numbers for Sierra 7. Pain coming through with his Annihilator, takes down Germ. 6 for 6 before both these teams go into their last few lives for the round, but Sierra 7 dropping down to 4. Ace Gamers still have 6 players on hand, make that 5. Diddley's dropped Fadi, Life's dropped Diddley as well. 3 for 3. A flag not even captured. 07 trying to clean up. They don't want Ace Gamers to capture it. Tempest in hand here for Hacks. Can he find any of the ace gamers? Squid coming through from mid. This is so close. There's more than 40 seconds left. 3 for 3. It's almost like we're watching an S&D round.
Yeah, I mean, we can see Sierra 7 here really just doing well, but then 3v2 now. Virus finds one equalizer. The operator skills now in play, so things should end quickly here. That's going to be the Odin. Squid trying to find the value here, but not able to. It's a 3v2. They're trying to salvage what's left. Virus now with equalizer. Jumps out, finds one. So they collapse down. Trying to find two. Yes, he does. And Sierra 7 will take another round for themselves. And match points will be the situation for them if they take this round. We are going to see a map 4 again. And so far, Sierra 7 have been doing well in control. 30-30 is the life count as we get straight into round 4 of control.
Round 4 indeed, and I am hoping that I did not Kijo curse this game for Ace Gamers, because that is not what I expected the situation to be at this point in time. As I say that, you can see the kill feed looking yellow in their favor. They definitely want to prove me right. 29 for 23, Simsi being the first to drop for Ace Gamers, as they are completely wiping out Sierra 7 at this point in time. Kill feed looking all yellow. Squid coming in now with the kill from mid, and Pain not letting his team go down without a fight. Squid coming through to hold them off by the head glitch, but he gets taken out. Pain is definitely carrying his team here right now. We can see Jump holding off that A flag. Ace Gamers are going to be defending. They have a huge life advantage. Maybe they can make it work in their favor. CR7 need to capture not a single tick captured on either of the flags, and there's just 30 seconds left on the clock right now. They're not sure which way to go. All these teams are confused. I'm confused. What is happening right now? Smoke is being thrown. Vision is blurred. Simply holding Pain off from Bob here, and he does not know that they're pushing, trying to capture A, going straight for it. He drops first. Fadi dropping claps, and the trades are starting off here. 21 for 12, Black. That's the first time we've seen such a kill difference.
Yeah, that's the first time we saw such a life count difference. But then 2011 is the updated number. Make that 1910. Now the X74, Squid Wolf 4, Simsi finds Virus as well. 89. Ace Gamers have locked the hell in as they pick numbers off. And 7, 18-7. It's double the life count. That's going to be a VMP from Simsi picking up another 17-5. No more response for Sierra 7 as Ace Gamers will dominate there. One tick locked in on both A and B flags. Now go for the objective. Then picks up one. Pain falls. 4-17 is your life counts now. 8, 4-16, 4-15. 07 are locking in as well. The B flag is done. Fadi picks up a 2-piece General Fadi. Virus falls. That's 3-13. Ace Gamers have the life count, but that A objective is the only one left. Now Jump move for Fadi finds another 3-13, and it's getting lesser and lesser as Sierra 7. They do not have the life count, but somehow they're keeping things under control.
Definitely keeping things under control. I love the wordplay there as Fadi comes in with a 2-piece, but he drops to Simsi, who is not going to let him go any further. Diddley dropping as well. Hack still in the game with life. 2-man army. Make that a 1-man army. Make that none as Ace Gamers get that equalizing round. Thank God there's no overtime for control, because this is way too intense. I can only handle one more round of this. Going straight into the last and final round, round 5. Which team is going to bring it home?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question here. We're going to be asking you, the viewers, and of course, we, the casters as well. And I do hope you guys have dropped your prediction on the Mashallah website. You will see the link in the description of the video. Go and drop your predictions of how this is eventually going to see. But then so far, so good. Speed going to pick up a double now. Virus and Fatty as well will fall. Now 2-27, 27, 2-2. They are keeping things tied up. Now, of course, that machine is going to come up from Simsi, fight hacks. And that's going to be only one. The man's trying to look for more value here. 26-26. The life counts are close. And of course, these are times that jumps are gonna break that tie down. Ace Gamers claps and one. We'll find another. Virus and Hacks will fall. 25, 24, 22, 23, 22. 07 are trying to tie things up again. Fadi and Virus will say no. Pain falls. 23, 21. Ace Gamers have the life count advantage again. Now 20. Tempest now hands on Jump. Squid will fall. Will take out one. Jump takes out another. Virus will fall. 22-19 is your life count, and it looks like that third tick will make sure that the objective is in favor of 07.
Ace Gamers might have the life advantage, but Sierra 7 with the OBJ advantage now, as every single player in the lobby is going to rush to A. Ace Gamers are going to try and defend it. Sierra 7 are going to try and capture as life pushes into their spawn at this point in time, hoping to catch them from behind. Dudley now going to rush back to spawn to help his teammates, but Squid coming in strong, two-piece with his Annihilator. Life with his Sparrow in hand, still pushing into their spawn, hoping to bring that kill count down. Life now still holding down that spawn point. He does not want anyone to come anywhere near him. He will absolutely blow them up. Simply dropping General Fadi with his BMP straight on the floor, and Life manages to kill himself with his Sparrow. So W kill there, that still counts towards the kill difference. 18 for 12 at this point in time. Pain with his Annihilator. Once more, Claps with his Sparrow. The operators are out. Everyone is pulling out every trick they have up their sleeve for this final round, and the kill difference is not looking good here for Sierra 7.
Yep, that's gonna be double the number for the life count there, and you can tell now Sparrow finally claps. Somebody will get the Sparrow right, and that's gonna be a triple. Make that 4 for Claps. He claps 4 players down, and 16:52 is going to be the life count as Ace Gamers will break that tie and say to Sierra 7, you have fought hard, you have fought well, but this control is not going to be your favor as Claps settle things out with a pred onto Virus, and his Gamers will take control.
Well, Ace Gamers definitely showed that they are stronger in respawns, and we'll see now from the stats how incredibly they use their guns, their score streaks, their operator skills. That was absolutely insane gameplay and entertaining, if
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is an entertaining game so far. But then 251.66 on that first hard point we did see. And of course, we are going into the hard point again on Summit this time, though. Different map, but same mode. And we did see the first hard point. It was in Ace Gamer's favor. So if you ask the crowd right now, who do you think is going to take hard point? They're going to say Ace Gamers, because we do know history tends to repeat itself. But then look at the stats here from the
Squid
control.
coming in.
Fadi, of course, having the MVP, but this time Life will have the maximum impact. 124 and 26 bomb, 29 on Fadi, still having the most bomb there, and of course Simzi having 40 bomb, highest in the entire lobby. 193 impact on that side. Of course, Squid, the only person coming close there with 32 bomb and 162 impact. But beautiful performance from the side of S7. They did do what they can. They did drag things out to the control by taking rounds as well. At some point, they did extend the control, but at some point, this gamer just said, you have tried, but this one is ours. This one is ours. And now we go straight into that hard point. That's something that we know how that ended the last time. S7 knew how they ended the last time. So they're going to have to work on a contingency plan and say, okay, look, what went wrong in the first hard point? What are we not doing? What can we do to make sure this doesn't happen again? And what are we doing right now to make sure that we secure and push for that map 5? Because right now, as things are, if S7 want to take the win on the best of 5, they're going to hope for that map 5. But with the way things are going, well, hard point on Summit, I don't know. Its gamers do have a better chance here. But then I'm going to come out and ask you, Kijo, what do you think? How do you think this is going to end?
Well, considering the fact that Ace Gamers won the first hard point, that was a completely different map. As we can see, starting off the game, Summit is more compact. It's a tighter map. Everything is close range. You're definitely going to have to pull out a lot of USS 9s, a lot of SMGs for this game. And Ace Gamers got the memo. We can see they're starting off strong, getting those first few seconds, getting the lead for now in P1 before Sierra 7 comes in to contest. Starting off very strong here, 17 for 2. Sierra 7 still under that 5 kill mark, but hey, it's only the first hard point, coming in with a lot of 3 pieces here, and everyone just wants to dominate and get control over P1.
Yeah, Barros with the 3-piece there, picking up BMP, or with the VMP rather, just picking up non-pass. Now with the drone, now drones have finds one virus, takes down Simsi, fighting with the 2-piece as well. 0-7 are responding now, tying things out with a score. Hill time is owned by 0-7. They're getting more non-pass now. DK as well onto Hacks, fighting force. Simsi finds a jump force, pay force. Simsi finds another 80-23. 0-7 have taken that lead. They say no, we may have lost control, but it looks like this hard point history will not be repeated. And then 23-80 is going to be a scoreboard. Hill time still won by them. Go straight to that P2. And Ace Game must take things back, but contested by 0-7. They're not willing to let things slide. But Ace Game must need to equalize and take back that lead, which they have done. As 0-7 will say no and take things back again. And 28-29, the Hill time P2 won by them. Ace Game was trying to contest. Jump with a 3-piece there. But that's not going to be enough, as Ace Gamers would have to do more than that to take back that lead. Now, time things out, time to score off as they take back that lead. It's a back and forth by both teams. Hacks with a HSO, picks up a 2-piece now. Jump with a Tempest, picks up a 2-piece. Then Ace Gamers get past 0-7 and show them that this time around, history can't be repeated.
Ace Gamers are back in the lead at this point in time, and Sierra 7 left to try and struggle for those last few seconds of scrap time in order to play catch up. Rotations for P3 already in place here by Ace Gamers when a Predator missile comes through but doesn't manage to connect. Squid coming through with a 2-3 piece of his own before he drops to Virus. Germ holding down Swans here for P3. The rest of the members playing OBJ. Simsy trying to hold off Green as he gets back up from his teammates here, and now the Death Machine is out, hoping to wreak havoc on Sierra 7. They're nowhere near P3 at this point. They're taking alternate routes. They do not want to meet the deadly end of that Death Machine. But Diddy coming in now with his War Machine as well. The operators are out as Ace Gamers past the 70-point mark here for OBJ, almost doubling Sierra 7's score and creating an even bigger gap in the OBJ.
Bigger gap indeed. That's gonna be 32-38. Ace Gamers have doubled the lead there, and it's half time now. Only by 0-7. They're gonna be still double the lead here. They're gonna try to play catch up, but then that's gonna be numbers taking out back and forth. That's gonna be Payne now taking down 2, make that 2 onto Squid. As 82-52 now coming out. Gem as well trying to find more value here. 82-54. 0-7 now playing catch up well, and the Hill time will be locked out now. Virus will fall. Gonna fight one. Squid will fall as well. The trade comes through. 83-54. 0-7 are closer than ever. HSO and Hacks trying to find the value here. Will only find one onto Jam and get shut up by Klaus in 91-54. It looks like the Ace Gamers might be one scores out the point back equalizer, but only finding one. Virus will fall. Now HSO as well in hand lately with the VMP trying to find more value here. 94-57 is gonna be the scoreboard. Now kill feed all blue as Ace Gamers will be the one to get to that 100-point back for us. They get past it now. Hero time still owned by them, and 0-7, well, no response yet as they will still play catch up.
Ace Gamers were doing incredible of holding down P4, but not before Sierra 7 came rushing through to play into that scrap time here. Ace Gamers are still contesting. They don't want Sierra 7 to get those last few seconds of valuable time in OBJ, the valuable lead that Ace Gamers has over Sierra 7 right here on map 4. Smoke being thrown here as we rotate now back to P1. Very important to play for that top control, which Diddley is trying to do before he gets taken down by Life, who's taken his life here. Jom now with the Tempest in hand, dropping Life, but dropping his teammate, and the trades are going off. The close range battles on this map are absolutely intense and so important in order to gain control. Hack now with a 2-piece with his Tempest, Jom dropping Virus with a nade, and the trades are just absolutely popping off at this point in time.
Yeah, absolutely popping up, but that's gonna be Simpson now picking up 1 as well. That's a 2-piece there for Payne. 117-92, 0-7-90 closer than ever. Hill time owned by them. That's a 3-piece with a Death Machine on Simpsy. But the Wolf 4 Hacks takes him down, puts him down. Payne, Wolf 4 jumps for Hard Force, fighting force. 2-piece to Squid with the equalizer as the man comes out to deal wreak havoc in that boys. Anybody this way, Wolf 4. That's 3 for Squid as they get 4 with the equalizer. Trying to find more here. Man is trying to rush out. Time is going out as Diddley will go now. One machine on Diddley as Ace Gamer still in that lead. The equalizer did well, but unfortunately not enough to equalize the score. They had point time with the War Machine throwing those data and dealing that damage. That was for life for the Sparrow. Comes out the operator skills now coming into play. Diddley there, followed by the two-piece, but only one will be found. Speed and jump falls, Barrel falls, Diddley will find one, Diddley falls. 141.97 is going to be your scoreboard, and the hill time is owned by Ace Gamers, and they are maintaining that lead.
Maintaining that lead and almost at the 150 point mark, while CR7 have just crossed the 100 as Squid comes in to play for scrap time, shooting through the smoke, but he does not have the hacks on his side. Payne coming through with his death machine. Quick little three-piece as they go into scrap time, and CR7 are closing in on that gap that Ace Gamers currently has on them. Contested as Ace Gamers pass the 150. They're both fighting for scrap time here. Kill feed trading from all blue to all yellow as rotations are now going to go in place for P3. And it seems that CR7 has that advantage currently. So Ace Gamers are going to have an incredibly difficult time trying to break into the point. Not sure if the long range was the best idea there with the VMP, but the equalizers coming through from Virus with a 30-piece to absolutely clear out Ace Gamers and say P3 is ours for the taking. CR7 passed at 120 point mark, and Ace Gamers are still trying to push in. Dudley coming through from the front now. He manages to contest in. Squid coming through to back him up, clears the point, but not before CR7 are going to try and stop him from gaining an even bigger advantage on the OBJ.
Yep, on the OBJ then the collapse now the trade comes through. Heart's gonna find one, but then will fall after a platform. Diddley falls, Squid falls, one up but dropping the kill feed is blue as Ace Gamers will try to contest here for the half time. Scrap time owned by Ace Gamers. 160 is gonna be the number. 140, 20 score difference. 07 are closer than ever have they ever been since the Hardpoint Sonic. Now Jump's gonna find one, Pin will force, Simpson force, Half force. 170, 140, 30 score difference as Ace Gamers will increase the lead even more. The kill feed is all blue. Ace Gamers taking numbers down as 07 cannot find their footing as they will play catch up now. Hill time will get straight into it now. Barrows with the two-piece there on 2-2. 07 has to play catch up. That's gonna be 4. Faddy now with the War Machine. General freaking Faddy trying to find a number, shooting those dates out with the War Machine. 170, 150. 07 are closer than ever. Diddley with the two-piece there. Death machine from Simsy comes out now. Hill time still owned by Ace Gamers. They're getting closer to that 200 point mark, and 07 really needs to start getting serious right now.
Definitely needs to get serious, and we can see that they're doing incredible of playing catch up. Squid trying to hold him off before he gets taken out with a nade by Virus, and less than 20 seconds in a gap over here that Ace Gamers have, so not that much of the gap. Ace Gamers also need to pull up their soft in order to pass that 200 point mark and put total pressure on CR7 to play catch up. Payne coming through here with control of top as we rotate back to P1, and these trades are just really popping off. Payne now with his death machine in hand. He wants to keep Ace Gamers off top control. An important angle to hold with regards to P1, and the kill feed looking yellow for now. Life hiding in the corner with his Sparrow in hand. Catches Simsy, catches Dudley completely off guard, and 07 are hoping to take the lead here with the OBJ. Operators are out in play here. 40 seconds still left here on P1. Managed to drop claps as well, and 07 are actually hoping to catch up here.
It looks like they might, but then Ace Gamers there, the contest comes through, but that's gonna be 07 now, looking like they might catch up now. 189, 190, they will tie things up and take back that lead. 07 are the ones on top. Scraptest gonna be owned by them. Ace Gamers now playing catch up for the first time in hardpoint history. 07 has finally taking back that lead. 196, 190, they're holding it in by all means necessary. They have lost the first half point. This is their chance to learn the name and change history. And the whole time we reset, we get straight to that picture now live. We'll find two pieces there. Ben will find another 190, 197 who's going to cross that 200 point mark. It's gonna be the big question here. Race game has to say no. Don't get out of yourself as they will try to take back that lead. Yes, they do, and get past that 200 point mark. First 07 and now back to playing catch up again.
Ace Game is taking the lead back into their hands. Simsy coming through with top control holding a death machine in his hand, manages to drop another two. Virus drops to Deadly, Life dropping to Squid. Everyone is in absolute chaos over here. There's a massacre between both these teams, but the OBJ is where the money is. That is what is going to get you the win. Predator Missile out here. Simply manages to find Virus before he infects the points. 214 here for 204, and both these teams are on the finish line as we can see them battle it out here on the money hill. Again, P3 rotations are going to come in, scrap time in play, and Sierra 7 already have spawns. Once again, Ace Gamers are going to have to break their way into the points. Didn't work out well for them last time because that's where Sierra 7 gained their lead. So let's just hope that they can hold it down and keep Sierra 7 off if you are backing them. But Sierra 7, you have spawn, use it to your advantage, bring it home, and force a map 5.
208. That's gonna be the score here. But Life gonna be with the Stoopies there. Claps and deeply move for. And its gamers are closer than ever. 17 more points to settle things out. And it shows 0-7. They are the better ones now. 233, 209 is going to be your scoreboard. 236, 209. 0-7 have nothing to say so far. Heel type owned by its gamers. 9 more claps with a 4 on that Sparrow. 245, 246, 209, 247, 248. As its gamers will repeat history on 0-7 and take the hard point once again. My goodness.
Managing to complete the series for tonight 3-1. I'm not sure if Sierra 7 should be grateful that Ace Gamers at least gave them that, but definitely what an entertaining end to the night. What a way to end the series for tonight. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see Search and Destroy and Kurahana, you know, but that is what it is. Well played to Ace Gamers for bagging the win and making their way to the upper bracket finals.
Yeah, honestly, I would have loved to see Corona Anna as well. I mean, that's such a beautiful map. But then look at the stats here so far. Simsi on a 195 impact, 56 bomb, and the highest in the entire lobby. The only man actually coming close enough here to the 200 point impact. That's going to be 195 for the man. And the only person coming close there, Virus, 192 and 47 bomb. And the only person tying things up with him being Squid on the other side with 47 and 160 impact. And a beautiful gameplay from 0-7, beautiful gameplay from Ace Gamers. But in the end, Ace Gamers were the victorious one. They came, they fought, and they conquered S7 in the upper bracket. And that's going to be an amazing, amazing gameplay from them in a 3-1 best of 5 outcome.
There was definitely some insane gameplay from both sides, and you can see Claps, the real MVP in my eyes, as he comes through with over 2 minutes in the point. The OBJ Princess of tonight. Ace Gamers would not have won it without him, so someone give that man a raise. They've sealed the series for tonight, 3-1. So yeah, definitely well played to both these teams because the kill count just proves that both these teams had each other at their throats. The gunfights were absolutely at the level they needed to be, and it definitely wasn't an easy win, but they got there.
Yeah, they got there, and congratulations to both teams. Don't forget, guys, this is day 4 of the African Giants, and of course, the Mashhada series of the African Mobile Championship, sponsored by Mashhada and Ace Gamers, the victorious team here, showing why they are worthy to sponsor the game. Of course, doing so well and impressing the players and the viewers simultaneously at that. If you voted Ace Gamers to win in the Mashhada GG website, well, congratulations, you just got another prediction correct and getting closer to that reward there. We're gonna see the upper finals now. Looking at the bracket, it's gonna be Paradox and Ace Gamers that's gonna face off in the upper finals of the upper bracket. That's an amazing game to see, but that's gonna be done tomorrow in day 5, where you get to see me and Cal But then okay, production also informed us that it's not gonna be tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna have to just wait for that and other times. But so far so good. It's been Black Matter, it's been Kijo, and we have cast a day 4 of the African Giant. We can see the lower brackets here. We can see XN9 and Iconics, and Iconics actually getting relegated out, and XN9 winning that out and getting relegated out, of course, on the other side. And so far, Series 7 going straight to the lower brackets, Kijo.
Definitely, we can see that emperors have also been knocked out as well. Neutrality and Nemesis still trying to fight for their spots, but now Sierra 7 have joined the lower bracket. I'm not sure how they're going to feel about that going into the rest of their games. There's still a chance for them to come back and make it to the grand finals. Hope is not completely lost, and I'm not gonna lie, I do want to see them in the grand finals, and totally not because they're in my top 3 predictions, which you can do on the website as well. You can go and vote for which 3 teams you want to see or that you think are going to be first, second, and third in the entire tournament. Lock in your predictions for that. Lock in your predictions for tomorrow's games as well, all on the website. But so far, my predictions were lucky tonight. Hopefully, that carries through for the rest of the tournament so I can throw Jared out of his number 1 spot and keep the money for myself.
Yeah, anything to dethrone Jared. Anything, guys, go to the website. See, for the love of dethroning Jared, go to the Marshall GG website and put in your predictions. We must remove Jared from number 1. Jerry must not be number 1. We must remove him. But guys, that's going to be an amazing time here. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys here for tuning in to watch us cast the day 4 of the African Giant. It's been a pleasure, of course, casting you, Kijo. Any final words before we close the stream up for tonight?
Well, thank you to every single one of you who came to watch us, listen to us, and yeah, obviously to support your teams that played tonight. Huge shout out to Mash Harder and Ace Gamers for sponsoring the event, and of course, big shout out to Jared behind the scenes for everything that he does to keep us in check. And yeah, to Black Matter as well. Thank you for being here with me tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kijo. It's been an honor casting with you as well. Big thanks to AMC. Big thanks to Mash Harder for sponsoring. Big thanks to Ace Gamers, of course, stream. Big thanks to Real Time Production for handling the stream, everything you see here. It's been an honor. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.
All out, stand tall till we fall out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out, stand tall till we fall out. We cannot back down. Let's run it back now. Run it back, run it back, run it back, good. Run it back, run it back, run it back, good. Run it back, run it back, run it back, good. Run it back, yeah. Hey, we going full steam. How can we stop now? I'm on a dream team. If they sleep now, I need some big rings. Cause by the time they wake up, we gon' be skywalking. We gon' be way up. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. Let's run it back now. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going all out. Let's run it back now. Run it back, run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back, run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back, run it back. Let's run it back now. Run it back, run it back. Let's run it back now.
We going all out. Stand up, never fall down. Hey, let's run it back now. This is our home, this is our town. Got the whole team, it's a stack now. And they all wolves, it's a pack now. Call me Undertaker, this a smackdown. I'm a new king, it's a black crown. Hey, 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 run it, yo, click it, bang, gun it, yo, to the top, summit, yo. They do not want it, yo. Tryna catch me, I just tell them keep praying. Tryna be done, but they won't quit playing. Beat them again, but they won't quit saying. Run it back, run it back, run it back, yo. Wait, run it back, run it back, yo, run it back, yo.
Hey, who that said we can't be the best or be the best? Stop playing. Ball out till we fall out. Can't back down, we going all out. We going all out. We going all out. We cannot back down. We cannot back down. We going all out. We going going all